We are live on the internet. And we've got the four of us today in like this quad channel arrangement just so we can do all our announcements and chisel. So,
Are you sure it's going to transfer to the other one smoothly?
yeah, it's all set up. Don't worry, I've got it all. I was ready on time. I'm not going to take responsibility for being 13 minutes late. You guys can explain that. So, no.
We all had, well, Morgan didn't have issues.
I mean, I had
Morgan's issue was that he was playing Rocket League.
No, we finished that. We finished that.
Yeah, and then I ate, and then I sat down, and I was ready before 10.
Well, it wasn't my fault.
You were close to the wire, to be fair, getting back, but like.
But it was before 10.
True. You were before 10.
Thank you. Ready to go. Same setup at all times.
Somebody got another new setup this week. I don't know who that could have been. It definitely wasn't me, and I don't think it was Zach. Morgan's already said that he didn't have a new setup, so.
Actually, I do have a new setup.
Well, yeah, I suppose technically you do. You actually.
I mean, the only
white.
thing that's new about my setup is I was for a moment using these headphones, and then all my audio cut out, so I turned it back. I don't know why it cut out. But this now is the same setup I've used for 3 weeks. The third week counting.
But you only changed it last week.
But you are right. He's black and white.
The only things that have changed since then. Oh, my lips are very red. What the hell is going on?
Why are you black and white?
We see you in black and white.
What is happening? This is normal. This is normal.
It's like some sort of
it's
LA
probably
Law
the
version
green
of
screen.
James.
Just turn your green screen off, and they'll just see a green background.
No. It's not going to happen.
James is in jail and he deserves to be there.
You don't want them to see that you're on a green screen?
All right. You want to see? It just looks really bad. It looks really ugly behind me. But it's a bunch of sound foam and blankets and green screens. So sometimes it's not about. This is what it looks like.
Damn it! I want to see it.
It looks even more uneven than it did last time, to be honest. And somehow you've managed to get closer to it.
Why are you vaudevillian like?
What is happening?
This is all like you can't see it, but this whole area's got foam in it, which is very helpful for my sound. Yeah, but I'm gonna have my green screen on for God's sakes.
Okay,
because I feel like I'm in a prison cell when I've got to explain myself, and something's wrong with my camera though.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just move on while James figures this out. Anybody have any announcements for?
I've got one. I've got one announcement to make, which I mentioned the other day. Basically, I've decided on the 1st of May, 2021. Put it in your calendar because there's going to be a 24-hour, non-stop, epic live stream of all the Sonic the Hedgehogs.
Jeez Louise.
It's not going to be every single one because you can't play them all in 24 hours, but it's going to be like some classic ones. It's going to be some Dreamcast ones. It's going to be some of the newer ones, and fun and frolics in between. And it's all going to be for charity. It's going to be for the British Red Cross, who are raising money for something called Operation Tackle Loneliness, which is just trying to help people out who maybe have been cut off a bit socially with COVID and all that kind of stuff. So it's raising money for a good cause because they're trying to sort of push for this live stream gaming thing. So we're getting involved with that. So the details are at GameFront.com/Sonic, which is an easy enough URL to remember. So if you want to stick that into the old Google Chrome, GameFront.com/Sonic, you can find all the deets. We'll promote it closer to the time and all that good stuff. The final game list isn't finalized, so we're going to probably run a poll to sort of decide.
Tiltify thing?
That's correct.
All right, I got it in there.
It's so easy to remember. Gamefront.com/Sonic.
Yeah, exactly. We made it nice and simple for everybody.
But you spelled it with a 5, a 0, an N, a 1, and what was just a K?
That's a Q. It's a Q.
Botnet has the same question that I have because we're kind of hearing about this at the same time that you're announcing it. Are you gonna have us tag in, or it's just gonna be you
Nope, it's
solo
just gonna-
all 24 hours?
It's going to be me for the full 24 hours. You guys are welcome to drop in and out and sort of get involved and stuff. Like, but obviously I haven't asked you, so like don't feel obligated to do that. But yeah, I mean, the
It is
challenge.
weird. You put our names in the.
Oh yeah, I know, because I figured you'd be cool with it, but like it's no, I mean, like I'm sure. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you would pop up at least for 5 minutes at some stage, but like I'm not saying you play the games. Like I will play for like obviously there'll be small breaks at points, like for obvious reasons, like a 10-minute here and there. But like essentially, it's a 24 solid hour.
Reasons? Nothing is so obvious that it's over my.
Sure.
I need to explain.
So during the course of a 24-hour period,
Sorry,
James,
you don't have to. I get it.
Of course you do. Of course you do. But you know,
how'd you get the licensing for this Sonic the Hedgehog image?
oh yeah, no. So that they're okay with it because it's charity, right? It's all fine.
Okay.
Oh no, but actually do know people at Sega, so it's all good. It's all fine.
Oh, humble brag.
Yeah. The silent name drop.
Mr. Sega. Sega. He's been friends with
Mr. Sega.
Mr. Sega since he was a kid.
Me and Mr. Sega go back a long way. So yeah, but anyway, so that's a fun thing that we're gonna do, that I'm gonna do. Yeah,
I would say in general we should be doing a lot more charity streams.
It's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. Like it's
In general,
yeah.
this being the first one, right?
Well, now this is the first one, and now I'm speaking to all of us, including myself. We should be doing this more often. We should have monthly something, or we should figure some kind of a schedule out, and this should be a regular
Have you heard
part
of Extra
our
Life?
rotation. Yeah, it's what happens when you pick up a heart in a video game. Duh.
Oh, jeez, this guy.
Zach has encouraged us to do Extra Life several times back in the day.
And they
I wouldn't
never
mind doing
did.
it again.
Wow.
Well, no, we did too. We raised money for Extra Life, remember?
Oh, maybe I was fired by then.
Yikes.
No, it was
getting more and more awkward.
It was before.
Can Danny have his moment?
And we don't like to call it
Please.
fired. We like to call it terminated.
Yeah, terminated. No, good job, Danny.
No, we used to call it wishing you the best in your future endeavors is what we used to call it.
That's a
what the
nice way
email
to
used
put it.
say.
But hey, here's the thing: we've all been fired now, so it's all good, right?
Yeah.
I've
the damn
technically never
truth.
been fired from a job.
So this is like the inmates taking over the asylum kind of situation.
Yeah, and hey, I think it's a better product for it, frankly.
Looks like all the guards have left.
So, does anyone else have any announcements? Are we?
Well, no, but now I really quickly want us to go through and pick which Batman villain we would be, because it's pretty obvious when I look at this setup that this could be like our, almost our, what is it, of Doom? Legion of Doom?
Oh, yeah. We should start
Which
Legion
member of the
Doom.
Legion of Doom?
Yeah, who would you be?
James is black and white man.
There's no gray.
There's no gray area.
Am I still
it's
in
crime.
black and white? This is crazy.
Yeah,
this is not normal.
It's your background that's making you black and
What
white.
the hell is happening?
It's because
How
It's
is
the
my
background.
making me black and white?
Yeah, when you turned it off, you came back into
Animation?
color. When you turned it off, you became color again, and then you put that very grey black and white background
It's
on, and
because
you've been
it's
black and white.
eating a color out of the background to make it work.
Yeah, it's your chroma key. You're so
eats it
close
off
to
your
you're
face,
so
too.
yeah you're so close to your green screen that you've got green on you as well. So you're
Remember when we had that 3 feet conversation?
It's 6 feet.
I mean, 3 feet is like a minimum for like
My
you're sitting
entire
and
setup is a
well-lit.
3x3 box, Morgan. My entire setup is a 3x3 box.
That
How
was
can
the
I be
point
3
I
feet
was
away
making.
if the whole
That's the point I was making.
maybe
So
the
did Erin order you this like 3x3 box, and then she like just puts it over you like when you're in the computer area?
Trust, it has nothing to do with GameFront. James wants to get into voice acting.
I just like to think Aaron's
voice
puts him in a box and then just shipped him off. Like he's not actually in his flat anymore. That's why his internet's so bad. He's just in the back of a FedEx, and he's being delivered somewhere.
Just a hot spot snapped to the side.
Oh, I have tech today at 4:30 5:30 p.m., which means I need to be done by 4 p.m. I can start back up at 5 or maybe 5:30 at the latest. But at 4:30 p.m., I have to be doing tech for Austin Sketchfest, which is 2 weeks from now. Or we're 2 weeks from 2 days ago. If you're putting it in your calendars.
Hey, you already got a donor too. $10.69.
Cool.
Nice.
It says, "Let's go, baby."
Thank you very much. Who did that?
That was pointed at me. Yeah, you're like, let's hurry this up.
Yeah, I think so, but it's from anonymous.
No. I was just letting you know. I think I've told you last week, but it's just I have an hour long that I have to do something today.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's run the intro then, and we can jump into Dark Souls 3, right? Since everyone seems to be getting a bit stressy about time.
Jesse?
So, here we go. Stress.
Do I seem stressed?
Yeah, you're stressed right now.
Yeah, you are a little bit. Anyway,
Is it because we were giving you a hard time all morning while your tech was bad? Or are you worried about doing your tech for the thing because now you've had troubles?
Cue the transition.
I want to get to the bottom of this.
there we go. So here we are
transition's
on Dark Souls 3. Yeah, the transition's over. I just need to turn Zach's camera back on. And which didn't work for some reason. That's good. This is all going well. There he is. Right, cool. So here we are with Dark Souls 3. Can everyone see the screen? I should probably have checked that before we started.
I can.
Yeah, I was looking at it earlier. Here we are.
Cool.
Let's make it nice and big.
So we kick off with El Scorcho, who asks Toyota Tacoma or Cybertruck. I didn't quite understand the question, but...
we were talking about, I was thinking about getting a truck, but now I might be thinking about getting an RV. I don't know. I'm going to buy something.
Some kind of
life
vehicle.
is shambles.
Huh?
I mean,
Yeah.
Damn.
an RV would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
What's the primary purpose for it? Because like that kind of defied, like you don't buy a bike to go cross country
Oh,
traveling.
to
like.
live in.
Oh, it's actually so you want an RV then, right?
I think
Not
so.
necessarily. I have a Toyota Tacoma.
Oh, you do? I love Tacomas.
Yeah.
I
I have a Tacoma Pro. I just paid it off thanks to Tesla. That's what I thought
your
that comment
stocks?
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
don't
So
know.
Elon
that,
bought
What
me
you
a
do about
Toyota.
AMC? They keep going down. It's like down to $8 now.
Oh, jeez.
I know.
Is that the new Reddit one? That's the new Reddit one, right?
It's not the new Reddit one. It's a real stock, okay? Oh gosh.
So,
I
like-
don't want to talk about how much
I'm
I
so
have.
sorry. If you're still in
You own an
GameFront,
AMC?
I'm sorry. If you're still in GameStop, you have to get out.
No,
Or is it AMC?
that's not true.
That
I'm
was
in
that was a
AMC.
trick. That was like a cool
No.
little trick that was going on. It's
It
over.
was not.
You gotta
No,
get
it's
out
sti-
before
it's
the-
It's still $140 something.
Yeah, I don't
I thought you
think
said it was down to $8.
I thought it crashed.
Just
didn't
because
it?
No,
I'm
that's
talking about a
AMC.
completely different stock.
Oh, right, okay.
I bought it at $10 and it's at $8. AMC, but I have a lot of it, so it's hurtful.
Cool. So
That
you've lost $2, right?
Per share.
Ulasal's Botness just dropped $25 as a super chat. When it says if James
Oh,
commits to eating haggis out of a can for a month straight, then you can expect further super chats.
Out of a month straight.
Like,
Yeah, you could barely keep down what we tried to eat that one time, let alone
No.
if Aaron was like around him when it
didn't
happened.
keep it down. I threw it up.
Yeah, we mixed it with whiskey. We did something stupid.
Ew.
Somebody told me that was the traditional way, piping hot
I'd said it on the
whiskey,
can.
cream and haggis.
No, the way you
Oh,
did it,
what?
the way you did it was
With
absolutely
cream?
freaking disgusting. Like whatever you did to that haggis is not natural. That's
Well,
not.
there's
how you-
all the haggis in a
Danny.
can. Is that really natural?
Danny, don't try to
Yeah.
defend this canned haggis.
I'm not defending it. I'm telling him
The
that
meal
it's
of your people, it's fine.
no. I'm saying haggis is fine. The canned haggis with whatever the heck he did to it and put it in the microwave. That was not cool.
What do you think the vegan version of haggis would be?
There isn't one. It's like stomach.
Just
You
like
just
somebody
don't
blowing
eat
their
it.
nose into a can.
What the fuck?
Well, hey,
Gross. That'd be more like escargot.
Yeah,
well,
the
anyway.
vegan version.
But like massive.
I'm sorry. I'm sure haggis is good. I'm not going to judge haggis on
No,
the one
it's not.
can of haggis that
It's-
I've
Have you?
microwaved.
Yeah, but Morgan,
The
have
idea
you
of
had
it's
have you
disgusting.
had actual proper haggis. Like,
No, he's gonna defend haggis.
well, no, but I mean, all I'm saying
know.
is, I'm not defending it. Like, maybe you don't like it, but unless you've tried it, you can't say that you like it or don't like it, right?
No, but I mean, I'm saying the idea of it's disgusting.
Well, I mean, the idea of a lot of things is disgusting, but it works. I mean,
you.
you know.
Agreed.
But anyway, thank you,
I'll
thank
leave
you
it at
to.
that. All right.
Nah, but seriously, thank you to Ulasars.net for the $25 drop. Like, it helps
Yes,
with the bandwidth
that
and
is.
stuff.
He's gonna take
I don't
it
know
back
if I can
unless-
commit to a month straight of that.
Then
Oh,
he's
no,
gonna
he's-
take it back.
He's not going to take it back. He just says we won't get any more if he doesn't do it, which is fine.
Yeah, I don't. Can you take back a super chat? I don't
No.
think you could do
No,
that.
I'll
You'll
form
refund his money?
A formal complaint is being lodged right now against the GameFront channel from what's this guy? Adventure Bits. It's
Oh.
coming through right now.
I've heard of them.
Dude, we've got to crush that guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why we've allowed it to continue for as long as we have.
Ban that man. Him and our young hero.
The cockroach of the internet.
Anyway.
And then we move on to Nick Conley. Nick Conley says, "Okay, now that you've taken my pyro advice
James,
and it's
wait,
making things easy for you."
Stop. Are you
What?
doing that as a bit?
What do you mean? Did you really want to talk about lodging a complaint about GameFront longer, or did you want to talk more about blowing my nose into a can?
Are you saying his name wrong as a bit?
Does anybody know how to say his name? It's not Hanley, because that's the way I used to say it. If it's
No,
not
that's the way
Conley,
that you say
what
it.
is it? Hanley?
Hanley. Nick Hanley.
You're finding two other ways to say it, which is amazing.
Yeah, and it looks pretty flatly like Nick Hanley.
Yeah, and I've been confused because James has been confused. But every time Morgan tries to clear it up,
when
I'm like, I
called
get
him-
it. And then
when
James
I
says
called him
something.
Hanley. Okay,
Well, Hanley
fine.
is not his
Hanley?
name.
That's not right.
Hanley?
Hanley?
Morgan, just say
For
it
God's
once.
sakes,
Nick?
just-
I can't say it now.
This is going to be another. This is going to be another
Where's
3-hour
the
live
last
stream,
meeting?
folks.
My comedy brain won't let me say it correctly. I keep trying to pronounce it correctly, and I want to say it like James so bad so that he thinks that he's pronouncing it correctly. I can't do it.
He's
Keep
saying it
going.
almost like a Hawaiian word.
Nick.
Oh, Nick Hanale.
Okay. Two things. Danny must admit that my advice was solid. And you have to, you know what's coming. Watch the Knuckleheads.
God.
You should
For
probably
God's
have
sake.
some candles and tequila first, though.
Wait.
Now, here's
you
a
shouldn't
question
ha-
that I
Yeah, go ahead.
legitimately have.
I watched two episodes.
This is not the first time. Oh, good. This is not the first time that he has said Danny should admit that his advice was solid. Danny, are you saying that Nick's advice is not solid in another area that I'm not familiar with, or is he mistaking Morgan for Danny?
I might be mistaking Morgan for me because, like, I've not said anything to anyone about it. Like, I have nothing to do with Dark Souls. I don't even watch it. Right? Like, that's how bad I am for Dark Souls 3.
But thanks for the tips.
But thanks for the tip. Thanks for the tips, Nick Hanley. Give it a like and a heart.
So I think that he's mispronouncing Morgan's name way worse than I'm mispronouncing his name.
The logic there.
That's
Also-
possibly true. Anyway,
So, anyone else
Trash
tried to watch
Talk is almost
Knuckleheads? Knuckleheads is.
I have not tried to watch Knuckleheads. I've been,
I got two episodes
working
in. It is.
towards
It's.
I'll try
Is it
it.
supposed
I
to
mean,
be funny?
I tried to start it one time and it wasn't for me. I'll try it. I'll give it one more good go, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Oh, young hero.
I
Just
have only watched it in silent, muted, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. Honestly, I did not know.
I just want to
It
say
was originally a French TV show.
that
Oh.
That makes it like it's.
You know what's a
literally
really
just
good
that.
French TV show is A Very Secret Service. It's on Netflix. One season is on Netflix. It's very funny. It's like a 1960s spy comedy. It's very good.
Is it really 1960s, or is it a remake? Like, is it a modern day take on the 1960s?
A period piece, yeah.
Okay.
every day that
Okay, so
passes.
Meryl Murphy says, I have driven F-150s for 20 years now and have been happy with them. Used 4x4? I wouldn't get a used 4x4 unless I knew the previous owner.
That's probably good advice.
It's great advice.
Yeah.
I just want to interject very quickly just before we continue, because our young hero, every single day that passes, like, he gets closer and closer to being introduced to my banhammer. which is a real thing. That will fall on him. He just literally posted, "We can tell that I don't watch Dark Souls 3 when I was playing Dark Souls." So,
but that's true. Where's the lie?
There's no lie. But
here's the funny thing: is that it's actually
the sassiness that I don't like.
Play Dark Souls because he's watching you play Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sorry to interject.
You know what I mean? So, what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, about the 4x4. This is. And actually, I think somebody gives
4
me
o'clock,
this
James. You have an out at 4?
Yeah.
No, wait. Tell
you're right.
I want to hear this.
Well, I'm deathly afraid now of getting my car towed because my guess is if somebody tows my car, they're not going to put the respect into knowing that it's a 4-wheel drive car, and they're going to ruin the axle towing it because I've been warned. And on Saturday, I went frisbee golfing, and I parked in front of a tow zone for 2.5 hours. And when I got back, I was so glad to see that it wasn't towed. I didn't get a ticket, and I just don't know what happened. I don't know how I missed the sign, and I don't know how I didn't get in trouble with it. But we can move on. Oh, but my question is, if you're a tow truck driver and you're towing a car and you know that it's 4-wheel drive, you pick it up, right? You don't just tow it like a regular car, do you?
Yeah, and I guess if you're worried about your car, you're going to make sure where you parked is not near a tow zone area. Therefore, then you're not worried about the tow guy towing your 4x4 car, but instead you're worried about your car getting towed, but you're able to forget where you parked right next to a tow zone, and then you're worried about what that dickhead's going to do to your car.
If you imagine that the word tow is not
my car
T-O-W
towed
and instead
one
it's
time.
T-O-E, that makes this conversation way funnier.
I had my car towed one time in Chicago, and this is and I've never gotten it towed since then. And the time I got my car towed was because someone busted my window, stole my CDs back when CDs were a thing, and they said that it was a danger to have my car on the street, so they towed it because the broken glass could hurt someone. Never in the other 25 years of me driving have I had my car towed. And I did park it for the first time ever in a tow zone, and I got lucky. So don't judge so quick. It was an accident.
Imagine living in a world when somebody is so desperate that they will steal CDs from somebody's car. Like how?
James has really good taste in music, though.
Yeah. What?
It was all fish. It was fish and Grateful Dead live tapes.
Oh, Nick's here.
The White album.
Hey Nick. Well, you missed your name getting butchered again by James. Other than that, you've not missed too much.
If you donate in the super chat, he'll do it again.
And then Zach talked trash about the knuckleheads for 15 minutes straight. It was crazy. He went on a rant.
He did a little bit.
Knuckleheads, more like the nickelheads.
Wait, what?
Because his name's Nick.
Nick.
Anyway,
what if he's the creator of the knuckleheads, and you guys are just trashing on him?
I mean,
he's not the creator. He'd have to be French.
Well, he might be French.
He could be French.
That's true. French Canadian.
I mean, there's a lot of questions. I mean, he does genuinely have some vested interest because the amount of times that he pushes it does seem like he's on some payroll.
I think he should be ecstatic that I actually spent 40 minutes watching that trash.
Oh no!
No one else is.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh great!
That's the
Ralph
love Nick
Murphy goes on for the next comment to say, first off, nice boss fight, James. Don't listen to the haters. Pyro is a viable alternative. It does have negative effects. As I said, it's a slip of the tongue. It does have negatives in the vitality you have, and the fact that it has taken you this long to get your endurance to a decent place. Now the obvious questions. Morgan, do you not know about the slab underneath the second shortcut elevator in the Archives Dragon Slayer area? Yeah. The elevator works just the one when you first meet, just like the one when you first meet Sigward. Oh, I remember that. Also, Morgan, Arc Dragon Peak is not DLC. It's regular game.
Just
a little hidden away area. All the games like to do that with some areas. Oh. Okay. Is that the elevator that goes up and down and you can kind of sneak back the other way? What he's referencing?
It's the one directly by the bonfire, and you just let it go up, and then you get under it, and then you go all the way down to the bottom, and then you grab a slab.
Yeah,
and that's all down there. Yeah, I did not know that the Dragon Peak was not DLC. I thought it was DLC for sure. Simon DG, under 1,000 deaths. Don't get your hopes up quite yet. This area isn't even the DLC. All right, we're in trouble. It's not the DLC. We got it. I apologize.
I keep trying to scroll myself, and what's funny is that about 50% of the time Danny is scrolling at the same time I am. So it's working out pretty well. And then I'm like, why did it just stop in the middle of my scroll?
Oh, James, I'm sorry.
All right.
Anyway.
Nick Hanley.
Hey.
There are 3 Titanite slabs in the Grand Archives. One from the 3 winged knights, one from pulling the lever and lowering the bookcase, and one from going down the elevator twice. I showed you all 3 when you were streaming, Morgan. How can you forget? And watch the Knuckleheads. Watch the Knuckleheads.
It's the Knuckleheads. But here's the thing. Does James need all those slabs? I don't think he does.
I do need the slabs. I need the slabs.
What are you trying to max out?
Everything.
I would rather you not have them in your inventory, and then we're like, oh, I really want to max this thing out. I'd be like, you know what? There's a slab that you don't know about, and then you can go back and grab it.
You're out of your mind. I need those slabs. Kamikaze Ice, since Danny said that they would like to do other types of videos, perhaps Boyos should start a YouTube cartoon review-ish thing. And obviously watching Meat Canyon videos and Knuckleheads. Think of it like Fan Friday or similar that other people have done on YouTube. I'm being constructive and nice-ish. Sorry, I forgot about the internets. Watch the Knuckleheads, you Knuckleheads.
Wait, what is the Fan Friday thing?
I don't know. I don't know what Fan Friday is.
You what? Fan what?
Fan Friday.
I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna take a note
fans
of
on
this.
Fridays?
I will research this.
Somebody's.
Oh, hey, Morgan, I need a little research done too. Can you look up 2 girls, 1 cup?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
I heard Zach is a butt. What was that?
Oh, you dirty dog!
Got him. I wrote it down too.
I'm gonna buy it on GoDaddy.
All right. Meat Canyon. I don't know what that is. Oh, I wrote.
Kamikaze says, "Thanks for backing me up, Brew. Why can't these knuckleheads pronounce your name right anyway?" Kamikaze. It's you. I don't know what's happening here. And then Nick says, for the same reason they call two-handing as dual-wielding. Jokes aside, James asked in a fan mail video if he said it right. And he did, but failed every time afterwards. It doesn't bother me, though. Potato versus... Okay, I get it.
What?
I really should put a space in my name.
Dude, this dude is high as
Wasn't
hell.
allowed when I created my YouTube account.
James. Firstly, you've got Nick and Kamikaze the wrong way round. Just to let you know, and it's not potato. It's potato. That's kind of how that works, right? Like it's like
Potato.
Yeah,
What if you said potato?
It's like potato. I just anyway.
I'd like the idea of a Friday cartoon review show. Not a potato.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do things not gaming related, right? Because, like I've said, like even though it's called GameFront, it doesn't have to be games.
It could be about front stuff.
Yeah, it could be about depends what kind of front stuff, right? Within reason. Anyway. We should probably pick up the pace, we've got a lot to go through.
Oh, we really do need to. You're right. Isaac Sim says, all right, screw Dark Souls. I'm a car guy. So first I'm going to jump in on this truck question. Firstly, it depends on what you're looking for. If you want one that's real cheap and easy to maintain and good on gas, I'd go with the Nissan Hardbody D21. As a side note, they can also be modified into slick drift trucks. If you'd rather have something reliable, you can't go wrong with a Toyota Tundra of any year. The Triton V8 engine they use is essentially bulletproof, and a couple years old can be found at a very reasonable price point. Lastly, I recommend the Ford F-150 or Ford Ranger. These two options can be more expensive but if you want a newer variant, but there is a reason the Ford F-150 is the most purchased vehicle in America. Stop by any time if you have any more mechanical questions for your humble neighborhood mechanic, Mr. Sims. P.S. Remember what I told you about having your Forester towed. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder, and it was on my mind. I didn't even know we talked about it. Let's move on.
I like how you
Kamikaze ice.
You turned into Jeremy Clarkson there. That was pretty good. I like that.
Kamikaze
Jeremy
Ice,
Clarkson?
2111. Morgan, not trying to judge here, but whatever you're drinking, it looks like a certain someone's bathwater. At some point during the day, I turned from drinking hot coffee to drinking iced coffee, for my health. And it does kind of look like bathwater, like dirty bathwater.
But who's the
Like Ted Lasso.
someone? I hope it's not me.
Who? What?
What?
Oh, Ted Lasso. I love Ted Lasso.
In Ted Lasso, that's what he refers to coffee or tea as. Just tastes like dirty brown water.
Oh,
Pill.
yeah.
I knew
love
sending
that
James
show.
down proper build path, especially Pyro, would rob us of some quality content, but still I'm glad now it turned out how it turned out. OFC with better fitting
Does
on
OFC
the gear.
Of course.
Of course.
You can
Of course it does.
squeeze some more usability out of that build, but still good job, Jabs. I can't wait for that boss fight. Oh, it's going to be so good. Yeah, you've killed the easy boss, but now wait for the hard boss. Dark Page, well then, James needs no help. We'll beat the game and DLC in under 750. That's not going to be possible. My word is bond. 552.
I think I can do it.
What is that face?
It looks
see
like
that
an
one?
expression of
That's
perhaps.
like Binding of Isaac.
Looks like
Yeah.
some kind of expression of disgust or something like that.
Oh yeah, blinky face.
You should always turn down the audio in the videos, Danny. So
Uh,
blow people's ears
I
out.
don't think people can hear it anyway, to be honest.
Oh, this is when James. I tell him to go to the prison, and he goes to the moon lady instead.
Oh, okay.
I know what this is.
No
You guys
worries.
will learn someday. You guys got 2 more Dark Souls to work through before you learn. Tim Peoples, great job, guys.
I like Tim. He comes in with a very nice, positive comment. It's either a hello or a good job or,
Well, he's a bot. That's what he's trained to do.
Yeah, reply to him. Give him one of those automated replies.
it's not working.
Thanks
I think
for the.
we just go with, we go with the classic.
need the
I don't think there's
Yeah,
supposed to
that
be
is
a.
classic.
Supposed to be
There's
a.
no
I don't-
apostrophe. There's no apostrophe at the end. Yeah, just leave it. Moving on. Backseat Gaming Studios. Poor Morgan. Be yourself. That's the best. I don't know. Was I not being myself? We'll
Weren't you
figure it out.
grumpy that video?
It was 2 videos ago.
I think that you were
Oh.
apologizing for being grumpy, and they're saying just be yourself.
They want me to be grumpy
You
with
don't
you?
have to apologize. They're saying that they want you to be yourself, and if yourself is grumpy, then that's the way you gotta go. Don't
Alright.
Be you.
don't try to bury your feelings. Your feelings deserve to be free.
Bravo, sir. Z, says Michael Shearer. Drogdor, hello. I knew
Oh,
subscribe.
God, no, again.
I Serbia. Who play? Curly man with hair lip. He good. Very good. I tell my friends to subscribe. Bye, good man. I Serbia. It's so I know it's so bad, but he's really killing it with these.
Every time he does it,
yeah,
gives us the
hit him with
suggestion
an
of
us.
us. I don't know why it just gives us a suggestion of us. You have to do it with
That's
a
the second
Serbian
time
accent.
it's done that
this
to us.
time. I think it needs the accent. If you're going to be racist, go full racist, Morgan. Like, just lean into it, right?
Yeah.
My gosh.
I don't know if that's the same.
Can somebody
Danny.
clip that and just send that to me on a video? So if I ever need to blackmail GameFront, just send that back to him.
Jay's
you're gonna be
says,
racist, go full
brilliant
racist."
video title. Pat
the
yourself
GameFront
on the
mission
back,
statement.
Sir or Madam Ghostwriter. So I came up with
feel
this
sick.
title. I'm very proud of any good titles that I come up with. I think we all are pretty proud of ourselves when they come up with them. As good as the one I came up with, which was "Don't Phase to Me, Bro." Get it? No, nobody gets it. I thought it was
Don't
good.
Phase
and Jace
to me,
thinks it's
brah.
good. Well, but it was after the guy that was like, "Don't tase me, bro." I put "bra" in there because it felt a little more appropriate.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a well thought out because of this boss. It's literally.
Well, I
brothers.
didn't want to spoil it, so I thought that was a good way of saying just saying where we're at.
Well,
but
I mean,
not
if
spoiling.
they're watching the video content, like if you're at a boss based on where we were last time, this is the only place you could be.
Yeah, but I didn't want to put put
Like
in
a
the
mental
video
game of
title.
chess
This is
I'm
the
watching
video
be
where where I want to come watch me beat this boss. Then they would know.
James, stop.
Don't phase to me.
I don't
bro.
know what to tell you except for hello. I knew subscribe. I Serbia. All right.
Us.
Us. J1618, we just read that one. Ulasal's botnet, big super chatter. Maybe the only super chatter? Can we get
I think it was the first and only.
I think Zach did a super chat once.
I mean, a real one.
Oh, right, there you go. Your super chats don't count, Zach.
Zach is a real boy.
Zach is a real boy. Nice.
Why does James need to travel somewhere to get scuba diving? Doesn't he literally live right next to right on the beach? You don't want to go scuba diving in Venice.
No, not unless you want to go explore needles and condoms. That's what you can go scuba dive and see in Venice.
On top of the regular trash at Venice, like the human like garbage that's everywhere, there's like
the human trash. Are you talking about
The people?
no, not the people, like the human generated garbage.
Because I live here, man. I live here.
I know, he's referring to you. He's talking to you garbage people.
The debris, the human debris that's everywhere. I don't know
Oh,
how to describe
now
it.
you're digging deep. Like I am not debris.
You're just
I'm trying to
debris,
explain that there's like trash there, like garbage on the beach, but then there's also Mother Nature
Human
has
trash.
provided natural garbage of like tar deposits, and when you walk on the beach barefoot, you get tar all over your feet. Venice Beach sucks all the way around.
Yeah, it sucks. Once in a blue moon, we'll have Punkert down there, and it sucks to have to try to get tar off of her paws. It's actually only happened once, but it's awful.
It's gross. And if you go a mile like north or a mile south, you don't have to deal with any of that stuff.
California.
But that's why I can't scuba dive here. Is there any scuba diving on like the Pacific Ocean? Like it doesn't seem like the type of place you'd scuba dive.
This message was brought to you by the Venice
mind.
Beach
Let's just
Tourist
move on.
Authority.
Completely forgetting that Hawaii is in the Pacific Ocean.
Well,
or
yeah,
like
I
all
guess
of
so.
the like best scuba diving spots
Mexico.
on the planet.
Yeah. I think southern
All,
get
like,
a little more.
all of that one side of Asia.
okay, all right. So there's some scuba diving available in the Pacific Ocean, but I mean specifically my Pacific area.
You're
Catalina.
specific Pacific area.
Yeah,
Catalina is known for scuba diving.
so basically what James is saying, his 1 mile stretch of the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, no, Venice
No.
is not known for it.
No. But that's the
Come to
Pacific.
Venice.
That's the whole of the Pacific right there. Just tarred, if you pardon the pun, with one brush.
All right. My scrolling isn't working anymore.
Okay.
John Bigio Gronbeck, on my way. Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, my. Way to go, James. Your fighting is way improved. Good job.
I'm on my way.
On my way.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
We're not going to reply to him on my way.
On my way.
We
All
can
right,
do.
Meow Meow says, you did well on that boss fight, lots of good dodges. The only concern I have at this point is if your insane magic will be enough to overcome the Nameless King. Should be interesting. Yeah, that's going to be... I don't know if James is going to get past the next boss, let alone to that Nameless King. He has a whole boss to get through.
You guys can give me the name of him. It's not going to spoil it. Is his name James or something?
Oh my god. Crispy AI, great work. High fives all around. TJ Slusher, holy shit. Good job, James. I'm shocked you beat them so quickly. Also, Morgan, you crazy patient man. Keep hanging in there. James is showing promise. That's to be shown. This
Yet
was
to be
a freak
determined.
accident. Yeah, we need like a couple more samples to know if he's good yet.
Zach comes in with exactly the information I needed. You're thinking of Peter Jackson's King Kong. Godzilla came out before King Kong Skull Island, which is what I thought. Everybody was trying to tell me that King Kong was the first movie. And I knew
King
Godzilla
Kong Skull
came out
Island
before
is
King
the
Kong
first
Skull.
movie.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Godzilla is.
Yeah. Matthew Broderick, Godzilla.
Wait, the Matthew Broderick Godzilla is in the same vein as the
Same
Godzilla
universe,
versus
dude.
King? No.
No. The Godzilla that was 2014. It had the Kick-Ass in it and the Wanda Vision girl.
Cool. And when did Skull Island come out?
like 2 years later. It's like 2016. 2014 was Godzilla, so it's either 2016 or 2015.
And then when did Peter Jackson's King Kong come out?
Like 2009 or something.
2004.
So that's the first
or
one.
maybe. But that's not connected
that's not
to that
in the same
universe.
Is it the first one or not? That's all we're talking about. The Darkest Dragon. Can't wait for James to upgrade the Black Knight's shield to max. Glad he is already seeing its true power.
Is it really necessary to upgrade it to max? Is it going to be that much better if I upgrade the black shield?
Power.
I mean, I will.
Power!
Joanna B, I can't believe you
boy.
guys turned the music off. You missed some of the best music in the series with these boss fights. Sad face. I don't think that we have the music off. I think James has the audio so low that you can't hear it.
It's possible. But sometimes the music will be so loud that it blasts our ears out. But we can probably find a better balance.
Yeah, like a little. Gears of Games, what's this? Some sort of new and improved James 2.0? Good work with the boss.
Mm-hmm. 2542, thank you, Morgan, for no spoilers. Now he must take at least one lore video. Snicker. Right.
You do need to make a lore video. When did those start?
Actually, as soon as I beat Dark Souls, I'm going to start it up on New Game Plus, or maybe I'll start a brand new one, and I will go through at painstakingly slow speed to read every piece of lore.
I like that.
Hunt it down. Yeah.
And then you'll make like a 10-minute video of each lore thing that you're doing.
I don't know how it's going to happen yet. It's I mean, to do
you
lore
like
videos,
shoot all of the footage and then you
full-time
like
job.
You like edit it down and then you like do
James,
commentary over it. You like
need
write
to
down your
do is
thoughts.
Pick a lore item and then just ramble about it within your voiceover room or whatever. and then you have your video done.
This is okay. Chat, don't listen for a second. James, if we get you to do this, you take any like a piece of lore and then you like just say whatever, right? The chatters will come in so angry that they'll tell us the real lore, and then I'll turn around and make a real lore video with the lore that they tell us. And that way you don't have to do the actual research. We can farm the research from them. All right, chat, you can listen again.
I thought that's what they've all been requesting for him to do.
I think so.
I think more people want to see
Scorcho
that.
misses the guitars behind me. They're still down to buy Aaron's SG. She's never going to sell that guitar.
All right, James has an out at 4:30, guys. Let's.
Yeah.
No fun.
Is it
no
really
fun
1 hour and we're
4:30.
still on the first video?
Yeah. Well, we started 15 minutes late.
Well, no, we've been streaming for 51 minutes and we're still on the first video. But yeah, we still got another 4. No, we've got another 5 to do after this. So yeah, we probably do need to go quicker. But on the subject of the guitars, I did say, why don't you just get a picture of the guitars and put them behind you on your green screen so it looks like you? I think that's the solution. Yeah. That's the solution. Anyway, Snarly Cheese says the Nameless King area isn't DLC. It's a secret area of the base game. We knew that. Somebody else said that, but thank you.
I keep getting in trouble for that over and over again.
And then Ralph Murphy says his dodge skills in that fight were what won him the fight. If dodged like that with a sword, he would beat the boss. To which Snarly Cheese then agrees. Can't wait till he plays Sekiro. Who said you're playing Sekiro? No one said that. He has no magic and has to dodge. He always picks a mage class because he knows they become OP late game.
I don't know about that.
Jab.
El Scorcho says, I think it was James's understanding of the lore that helped him win that boss fight. And it was. It was.
Oh, you know about those guys?
Well, one guy, one girl. Couple.
They're a couple. I got it.
Yeah.
Chicane.
Adam and Eve.
Man, those messages scare James so hard. You think they're a couple? That's creepy.
I don't know.
Man, those messages carried James so hard on that boss fight. Still, I'm happy that it didn't take multiple videos of dying over and over. I could have used one video would have made me feel pretty good. If you had like 35 deaths.
Yeah. Well, sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Mikhail Rose, hard to keep up with all the content because so busy with school. /work, but finally getting around in this episode was great. Morgan seemed way more engaged and humorous, while James did a lot better and has started taking this very serious. I'm excited for the future. Thanks for the content. I love you guys. Everyone become a Patreon and support these handsome boys. I'll say a couple of things. Yeah, become a Patreon, but if work or school is getting in the way of you watching these videos, then quit one or the other, or both. And then it'll be a lot easier to watch all this stuff.
And to clarify it, he's not talking about watching these videos. He's not saying quit one or like that's not one of the choices.
No. Yo, you're gonna watch all these videos and you're gonna like it.
Yeah. And I think that you could get ahead of the game by quitting both now because we're going to make more and more content.
I think
You're gonna love the way we look in these videos.
you've got to be careful, right? Because if you're telling people to quit work, then they don't have any money, and if they don't have any money, how are they going to give you that sweet Patreon dollar, right? You've got to think about the consequences.
Mayhem will figure it all out later.
Yeah, they're just gonna blow up all of the credit institutions like in the 90s that just fixed everything.
Hey, Morgan, pick a reply, right?
Venice
no
needs more
worries.
streetwalkers, trash people.
Oh yeah, no worries works. Welcome back. No, hey, yeah, welcome back.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
that's what I was thinking.
Welcome back.
Yeah, that's the worst one for sure.
We put a lot of thought into those auto replies. All
I
right.
think we do. Anyway,
This
we're on
is
to
going to be nice and sweet and short. Great job.
James, if you don't want to do this video, you could just leave now. You don't have to
I want
force
to. I
yourself
want to. I just want
be
to.
part of this.
It's just I spent a lot of time talking about my tow truck experience. I'm just trying to keep us on.
So now you're punishing the
Our
rest
young
of us?
hero. I'm not punishing anybody. Great job, guys. Or better luck next time. I didn't watch the video. What the hell is going on?
This is what I'm telling you. This is what I said before, right? The guy is asking for a ban. Like, it's ridiculous. He's just ever since I banned him, he's taken on this new attitude where he just, I don't know, it's ridiculous.
Well, now he knows.
Honestly, I think we earned it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because if we ban him, it'll seem like we're just messing up again.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, he knows that he's immune now, right? Because we banned him by
invincible.
mistake. He can say what he wants. He can do what he wants. And
I think I don't know if I should tell him this, but I think I gave him like super abilities where he could say anything and it won't even it'll never be auto-modded.
yeah. And look at the abuse.
I don't know if I would have said that out loud. That's the kind of power you don't let somebody
Yeah, and
know.
if anybody, I have the passwords and
Yeah,
stuff.
just
they
ask
still-
Morgan.
I still have them, so just send me a DM on Discord and say, hey, I want some of them chat powers, and I'll just give them to you.
Send $25 super chat Morgan's way.
Yeah. And then we're all banning him except for El Scorcho, who says thanks for stopping by, which is a classic comment to a comment.
Oh yeah,
we get Michael Shearer.
Yeah,
Oh,
DMX.
Oh yeah, that's so sad. You never got to know his music, and for some reason they started playing. I was listening to my New Music Friday, and they started putting DMX into my New Music Friday. It was too sad. I wasn't ready for it.
Isn't it weird how we were talking about him just the other week, right? And
Yeah.
It was weird.
yeah.
It
I'll
was
make sure
weird.
I don't mention
I
anybody
definitely
ever
felt,
again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt Gates, though.
Matt Gates.
Yeah, we keep bringing up Matt Gates.
We can bring up Matt Gates, right?
El Scorcho, we need a psychiatrist to get to the bottom of James's stinginess. Yes, I do think that it's a deep psychological issue, and I think we do need to get to the bottom of it. I don't understand it. He doesn't want to use heals or ammo in Resident Evil. He doesn't want to use consumables in Dark Souls 2. You would think he was born during the Great Depression. Poor Claire is hobbling around, barely alive, and Penny Pincher James is patting himself on the back for going so long without using heals. A couple episodes ago, he contemplated not saving because he used one board on a window. You guys don't know the madness that I'm dealing with.
That's crazy. Is it that bad? Okay.
No, it's really bad, and he's gonna try to defend it right now, and I just want
I don't
you to
even know if I want to tell you how severe it is in real life.
I just want you to know whatever is gonna come out of his mouth. We just have to nod our heads, but it's gonna be completely insane.
I mean, I do want to say that there is a degree of inventory management that needs to be done in Resident Evil. Like, you do need to be careful of your resources, but dude, that's crazy. What are you doing? That's
he hobbled around for 40 minutes. She was dead. And then eventually he gets to the place and heals and then he's like, don't worry, I'll save before I heal, so that if you want to not use the heal, even though I've been begging him to use the heal for 40 minutes. And he's like, well, you're gonna get a turn, and I'm like, I want just to go as far as we can. I don't want to like you to die so I can just have it turn. That's not what it's about.
So it's not stinginess that I want to use it as. You could, I wasn't even myself, but it even bleeds into real life. You could see in my fridge, like Aaron's a big fan of coffee flavored ice cream. And like Heath bars like on it. I buy, like, if she likes an ice cream, I'll buy it, but I eat ice cream every day. She only eats ice cream like once in a blue moon. But I have like one serving of ice cream in many different jars because I don't want to go through the rest of it. I want to save it for that day that it's going to be needed. I guess I do hoard. I don't hoard entireties, but I always want to have one last serving of ice cream. Wait.
So you make sure
let's unpack this ice cream thing.
Or your last serving of yours.
So you're eating all of the fresh, good ice cream, and you're leaving one bite of frostbitten garbage at the bottom of a pint, so that the one day a week that Erin gets some ice cream, she eats some trash.
Not a week. I mean, it goes a lot longer than that. Well, I buy more ice cream and I eat all but one serving of that, and now there's like. Then what'll happen is like I'll have 4 containers of ice cream that she's like,
you know that logically that doesn't make sense because if you just ate the other ice cream and you were kept buying new ice cream, then she could eat fresh ice cream when she wanted to eat ice cream.
Well, then the new ice cream I get will be like, Moose Tracks. So I'll want to save a little bit of Moose Tracks for her too. Or it'll be mint chocolate chip, which is amazing. I'll save one bite of mint chocolate chip.
Moose Tracks!
I got a problem.
I can't believe an adult gets some ice cream called Moose Tracks.
It's good stuff.
Never heard of that.
I love it.
Do you feel like the reason
want her to share the joy that I get from it?
Do you feel like the reason Erin doesn't eat ice cream is because there's never any ice cream left in the fridge except for like the one?
Well, there's always ice cream.
One bite of it. No one wants your leftover. Your nasty little bites that you leave in the freezer.
They're not just little bites. It's a serving. It's a serving I'm leaving behind. Well, she wanted, what I went out to search for was, there's a Ben & Jerry's ice cream called, I think, Coffee Toffee or something. And I couldn't find it. I went to like multiple stores. So I bought her coffee ice cream and I bought Heath bars, multiple Heath bars, so that we could just make it ourselves. And then I ate all but one Heath bar and all but one serving of the coffee ice cream. Then we were having milkshakes, and she said that she wanted to have like vanilla ice cream to make like banana and like so that it wasn't.
Back up a little bit. It can't be normal to eat ice cream every day.
Yeah, this is insane.
I eat it maybe every other day. Not
every day. I meant a normal.
This sounds like a daily routine with you guys. Milkshakes today, ice cream Sundays tomorrow.
This coming from Taco Man over here, who has taco for every meal.
Hey!
Like, let's be fair.
Live Moss.
All right.
Live your Moss.
Okay, so I get it. I don't need to be so stingy. Moen says I.
Wait, do you get it though?
Every last herb.
Wait, let's
just don't touch her ice cream.
You can't say you get it and then just do nothing about it though, because that's not you getting it. That's you understanding what they're saying, but not like understanding what they're saying.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh God!
All right,
let's get some ice cream.
Get some of these ice cream servings.
You did fine, but I still don't see the need to agonize over every last healing herb. James, come back. This is about you.
His green screen is dying.
Zach, that's why you are a casual player and James is a pro. Backseat Gaming Studios, lol, something we just started following through with. Is that a undead joke? Saints 928, haha, great intro, always with the classic inventory bit. Also, what in the goddamn are you supposed to put on eggs when, yeah, of course they're frostbitten. When you cook them in a pan, I've tried garlic, cayenne pepper, Italian seasoning, and paprika. It's not bad, but it seems like it could be improved. All right, Saints 928, I am a vegan, so I don't eat eggs, but I will tell you what you need to do. You need to be using an infused oil, because if you put like chunks of something like herbs or spices or garlics on top of the eggs, it's going to be disgusting. Try like a garlic or a herb infused oil, and then you're going to get the same flavor without the texture that I think is throwing you off.
I disagree. I think that what you got to do is it's not what you do to the eggs. You kind of cook the eggs normal. It's what you put the eggs on top of. Like I've been putting my eggs on top of arugula, which is really good.
That's not what he asked.
I've been putting it.
The question is, what in the goddamn are you supposed to put on eggs when cook them in a pan?
I know.
Not what do you do with an egg after you're done cooking it?
what I'm saying is that he's got the wrong question. It's not what you do to the egg. It's what you do with the egg to something else.
So you don't have an answer for his question.
Well, he's got the wrong question.
I agree with James. No, I agree with James. Like, I think the point that James is making is that you shouldn't cook eggs in a pan if you're just having the eggs on their own. Is what he's saying. Like, it should complement something else. So season it, garlic and cayenne pepper and whatever. But but then that needs to go on something.
In a perfect world, that's what he'd be doing. But for whatever reason, he's cooking. He wants to just eat an egg from a pan. In the best case scenario, he needs to use an infused oil.
That's fine, but he can. Yeah, okay, but then he still has to accept that to some degree it's going to be a slightly disappointing meal because it's just an egg.
It won't be.
What?
It'll be infused with flavor.
Eggs are fine.
Eggs are fine. Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not going to be a taste sensation. It's not going to be like, a gourmet meal. It's like you could.
Have you ever done it with infused oils?
No.
Okay.
I don't do it.
So you've been making eggs wrong, James? You've done it with infused oils from Ohio?
I've used it Yes, I have. How did you know?
Because, James, I listen to every little thing you say.
What I generally do is I put in a bit of whiskey, a little bit of milk. I just stick it in a microwave in a can. And then I just wait and see what comes out the other side, basically. Normally, like,
his camera's so gray or black and white, it looks like he's eating haggis or something. It's just like drool he's just throwing in his mouth.
James, you don't
Honestly,
think that it added a lot of
cream
flavor?
I mean, it did, but I still wouldn't just eat the eggs. Like, I need to have it on a hash brown. I need to have the hash brown on some toast. I need, in between the hash brown and the toast, to have some arugula, some cheddar cheese. My mouth is watering, and it's not over this coffee blast.
So you've made a sandwich. You've made an egg sandwich.
So you just hate eggs, just so you don't like eggs. Simon DG, good job, guys. James, don't worry too much about wasting ammo. You did great down there. Y'all have more than enough ammo to be comfortable for the rest of the game. Though why are you not mixing your gunpowders is beyond me. If you're unsure about the combinations, just save your game and then experiment in all the different variations until you're happy. Kamikaze Ice. James, if it helps you feel better about using heal items, you can just not save. You can die with all the items gone. It won't hurt Morgan, you silly goose. Lol. You could use them to keep going. You don't know what lies beyond, what you're afraid of, and knowing is half the battle. Can Baby Bottom become Brave Bottom? Tune in next week, folks. It's a no. It's a hard no.
What this doesn't account for is my biggest fear is to get really far and save it. And then hand it over to Morgan where he's got no ammo, no health, and a boss in front of him, and we get stuck in an infinite loop of death. That's what I'm afraid of.
That's not going to happen. And we have alternating saves. We can go back 2 saves.
Yeah.
All of your fears are unbased. J1618, Morgan, I am shocked at your game knowledge. Fresh off a week-long reprieve, you instantly placed the locations of the 2 photos. I actually forgot how hard the one with the books is, and it was to place. Hilarious that you recognize it specifically because of the books, but amazingly still you couldn't have seen them more recently than 2+ weeks earlier than when you had filmed this.
And on top of that, you were not suffering from your antiphagia as much, it seems.
Well, I remember the books. I didn't remember how to get there. If you'll remember, I got really mad at you that you were going one way because I thought you were going to go the other. You needed to go the other way, but you don't remember that, obviously. Drogger X. Oh, can't. Oh no, I can't read this one.
Sad
face. Bridge too far. It's a DMX.
Oh,
yeah.
In
one of his songs, he says, "X gonna give it to you." Very sad. J1618, I feel like my inner Heaney won't let me risk wasting my Patreon video call benefit so early into my subscribership. What if we had that call together? Thought we all had a good time, but then 2 weeks later something new happens and I'm left wishing I still had my most valuable resource. Have you done your one-on-ones yet?
I had planned it all up to meet with Darkest Dragon, I believe it was.
Dark Page?
And then he said that I did so good. Oh, it was Dark Page. They said that I did so good that he didn't need to talk to me anymore. So I was all.
Oh, he wanted to save it. Yeah, he wanted to give you advice about the couple.
Do you know?
The
Do you
couple
know?
you fought?
Do you know what's hilarious
I
about that
guess so.
benefit? Like when I created that benefit, or we decided it was like, oh, it'd be just cool to meet and just like chat with whatever the people you support and whatever. But no, they're keeping this thing in the bank. Like they're using it as a serious buff because they want, like, when it gets critical, when it comes to crunch time, they want a one-on-one slanging match with James to tell him exactly what he's doing wrong and what he needs to do next. Like this is like gold dust. Like people are trading this thing.
We need to record these.
Well, I did say, like, people could alternatively.
Is how do they feel about it being live or like recorded? Like, how do they? I mean, I would get permission first.
Well, I was going to
we'd
say,
ask
like, we
permission
could make it optional that instead of doing a one-on-one video chat, where it's just like a private conversation, they could jump as a guest star on a video if they wanted to.
The logistics that would be tough because they'd have to like.
Not really. They just drop into a Discord server and you just throw them in a camera window and job done, right? Like, or they don't even have to be on camera, really.
Depends on if we're available at the same time.
Well, no, they would have to be available. They would have to be,
chat.
they would have to be available on Monday when we record, right? If they were going to be on a video.
Yeah, I don't think that's the best way to go.
Fair enough. Now that idea's been shot down. Let's move on.
I just don't think it's a good idea.
Let's workshop it off.
Let's take it
put it in
offline.
my notes. All I have is Fan Friday cartoon review show, Meat Canyon. Unless you guys are taking notes, is anybody else taking notes? I feel like
I
about
never take
knuckleheads.
notes. Yeah, knuckleheads.
I'm tasting
That's part
notes
of
of
the cartoon.
coffee.
Okay.
And a Heath bar that you matched up in it.
Simon DG James.
No, I ended up
happen to be
saving the Heath bar for next time.
Oh, nice.
Simon DG James, I happen to be a chess grandmaster. Also, James needs Morgan's help to tell the difference between a king and a queen.
Oh, that's pretty bad. That was my bad.
I have a question.
Ice cream's done.
What does the DG stand for in Simon DG?
Doggone it.
David H.
No, what it stands for.
David H. in the chat says, "Who's Zach? Who's the guy in the right corner of the screen?" Strife says, "The only person missing is Mitch." Well,
I don't know any David H. No, we just had this conversation over on Twitch. David H. is actually Turtle. You guys don't know that. Now you do.
He's a turtle?
Yeah, he's a literal breathing, living turtle.
What kind of martial arts does he do?
Turtles don't. Not all turtles do martial arts.
no, the Ninja Turtles.
Once
do.
they become teenagers.
Yeah.
Well,
and
he must be a
mutate.
teenager. Well, I mean, he's talking, right? So he must be fairly. You know, I'd never seen a
that's
normal
true.
turtle talking. So, like, he must be one of the Ninja Turtles if he's talking. So,
Okay.
like, you gotta, you know,
Which martial arts form do you follow?
Yeah.
Take
All
part
right,
of?
Turtle. What kind of martial arts do you do? Sorry.
Yeah. What's your favorite type of pizza? Right? They eat pizza.
He came back with, "What up, Zach? When is the Dead Space walkthrough?" Roasted. All right, this is Dark Souls 2, Part 44. Our young hero, dude, you guys should have a rule that if you come to a boss at the end of the video, you need to fight it. That was so disappointing watching you guys poke around in an area you can just run through and then run away from the boss. J1618, I see it both ways. The economics of passing the controller every 3 deaths has added an incentive to this playthrough to not risk death at the possibility of exploration or gathering more information. If this were a solo playthrough, I guess I still can't say for sure James would have taken the boss on with 0 S's flash, but there's even more incentive now for him to play conservatively, which might make it difficult to implement a mandatory end of video boss rule. It probably helped my enjoyment of the video having seen from the comments already that they weren't going to take on the boss, so I could keep my expectation lower. And I still thoroughly enjoyed watching them take on the peculiar Kindler.
I mean, that's a good thing to take away from this. Just have your expectations always lower.
Yeah, you just lower those expectations.
Just
really
keep them
far.
low, and you're gonna
well-
be satisfied.
Yesterday I streamed Dark Souls and I beat 2 bosses in a row without sitting down. I went against Sif with only 4 S's
James, are you bragging about?
I have a
Dark
quick
Souls?
question. Why, when you stream on your own personal channel, do you have a level of competence that is surprising? And then when you do anything for GameFront, it's almost like you become a bumbling.
Follow-up question: why are you streaming Dark Souls onto your personal channel and not the GameFront Twitch?
I've made it very clear. Once I have the ability to not need to request an authentication key, I will use it. It's just too much of a pain in the ass for me to do it. I need authentication every time that I log into Twitch. Like, I have access to the authentication for Alchemy This, for my personal channel, and for Bear Supply. But I don't like. It's just, to me, it's too much trouble to get the authentication. So until I have that access, I'm just going to stream on my own channel, which shows up on GameFront anyways. It still lands on the same page. You know?
It's just James. Basically, James wants us to take the security away so that we can be hacked, and everything can just like go south. And yeah, it's just.
So when I'm streaming, usually I give it about 5 minutes of pre-thought of like, I'm going to stream, so then I just do it. But if I'm like, I'm going to stream, I'm going to get an authentication key, by the time I get that back, I might not even be in the mood to stream anymore.
I think you can just stream with the stream key.
Is that true?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, but I have to log in through OBS.
No. Not with the stream key. You would just
log in. You would log out of yours, because I'm assuming it's because you're logging into your own personal OBS then.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't have, I guess,
log into the stream stuff.
Yeah, well, then you wouldn't have access to all the cool stuff, right?
Anyway, this is getting away from the main question, which was why are you better playing on your own channel than you are on GameFront? Like why?
He
what's
just said
this
he's
level
too
of
lazy to do the two.
Oh no! But why does he play better when he's streaming for himself than when he's playing for us?
I've been playing better in every aspect of the game, and I think I actually owe it to I've been playing Dark Souls 3 privately, not even on any stream. And I started it as just somebody that was using a sword.
This is also, I feel like, very cheaty.
Danny, are you doing this?
Because you're doing a blind playthrough of Dark Souls 3, but then you're like going through and practicing.
No,
I'm way behind where we are on Dark Souls 3. It's very much a blind playthrough. But I'm doing much better because I'm using a sword and shield.
I've said this before, right? Like, I'm very tempted to play Dark Souls when we're not recording it, but I've intentionally not done that because I want to be...
Yeah, because it would feel like cheating.
Yeah, well, I want it to be... Well, we call it blind playthrough. There's a bit of a controversy over that because Zach was a bit triggered the other day through some of the comments that people may have been leaving.
Me?
Yeah, well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in the next couple of videos. But I want it to be blind, as in I don't know what's happening next necessarily. Yeah. So yeah, I don't play it during the week, which I would like to, because like then I'd get practice and stuff. But
I'm playing stuff that we played months ago. Stuff that was
you're still practicing the mechanics.
Ago.
You're like
But I mean, let's be fair though. He's been doing this for 10 years. Like, I don't think there's more practice you could really give him to make him that much better. Like, I mean,
but then why isn't he so much better?
I am so much better. These videos, I've only been doing it for like 3 weeks.
No one's ever seen it. It's always in your secret private streams that no one's seen.
No, it was in the boss fight that we did against that brother and sister that are kissing cousins.
The real reason.
That was oh my god.
The real reason.
It was because you had the Visage. The Visage carried you through that fight. You know that now that you're good, right?
No. Just let's move on. I'm doing good because I am good.
Oh, wait,
that's all
Mitch.
that matters.
Dark Page, is Morgan an expert gamer yet? That's the question we're all trying to ask ourselves. Neolite, you guys really struggled with this area, huh? And this is the nerfed version too. It used to be way worse, but so many people complained that it was too hard, so they had to nerf it. Also, you forgot to put the third dragon ring that boosts health, stamina, equipment load back on, and it's been many videos now since you guys took it off. Not sure why. I think that's why I was moving through this area so slowly, because the first time that I played it, you like had to go very slow or you would get mushed. That's why I was very surprised when we just like started killing everybody with swords in there. Ralph Murphy, I didn't play this before it was changed, but from everything I have seen online, this area was insane before they reduced the damage the mages do. I think that's exactly what happened. Simon DG, kind of disappointed that you wussed out right in front of one of the easiest bosses in the game. Was this James or me?
He was in control
I don't
at the
know.
end. It was right. It was right at the end of the video. So whoever was in
it
control.
might have been me. It might have been me, but then it turned out even worse that I ended up dying really fast at the beginning of the next video. It was me at the end because I started off and that's a video that's not this one. But on the next video when we do fight the boss, I have a tragically bad time getting to the boss. I probably would have been better off fighting him in this video.
I just want to stop the press for a second because someone in the chat, Strife79, said that maybe we should play something else, that we're playing too much Dark Souls. The majority of our videos is Dark Souls at the moment. Like, I'm just stunned that somebody has said that. And I
said that to you last night while we were chatting.
Yeah, but you were
like, I think we should actually be Dark Souls front.
I didn't say that. You said that.
That's exactly what you said.
That's exactly what you said.
Exactly what you said.
No, I said I would like to be more.
It sounded like you, so you said it.
Why are we sounding like an old married couple all of a sudden? I said that I would like to do more Dark Souls, non-Dark Souls related stuff, but like people don't watch the no Dark Souls related stuff. And then there was a big thing about how it's James's fault because Cyberpunk is such a terrible game. And then I don't know, it just not that James is terrible, but just that Cyberpunk
just
is
hit
terrible.
us with a super chat. He's just like, here's some coffee with a bird.
Thank you, Crispy AI. That's amazing. But yeah, there you go. There's some coffee for you.
What the fuck is that image?
You heard him. It's a coffee with a bird.
Anyway,
I have more coffee. I thought that I was out.
Wait,
it's Crispy AI just gave me the inspiration to check.
Oh,
wait, James, you got to read this next comment.
That is a little grundle, right? That's a stack of balls and a
it?
tiny chode dick.
Oh,
give him a cup of coffee.
Okay, wait. I love how James forgot to turn the green screen filter. Now, back to usual program. What? For F's sakes, throw away that trash poise ring. Morgan, just sell it at the beginning of the next video or drop it off a cliff. It's ridiculously heavy. It doesn't give enough poise to matter if you get staggered or not when you are already wearing heavy armor for PvE. You're not doing PvP. You still have the second dragon ring that gives you stamina, HP, and max carry weight. So just better off that ring, the whole Vangro Alonium farmer set. As for stone ring, your choice. Since you don't have any super high poise enemies and you're using greatsword that already does a ton of poise damage and able to stagger fairly easily pretty much every enemy in vanilla game. So I'd use Ring of Health +2 since it's a major boost, HP boost, or Colostomy Ring for stamina regen. Also,
wait.
You could go find the Havel and Oris armor sets in the gutter, dark, lots of plank structures, etc., because it's one of the highest defense armors and it really looks cool.
The colostomy ring.
I got that one in the bag.
Ring. Oh my gosh. Disgusting.
I mean, all that coffee.
Introspective Noodle in the chat just asked what happened to Watch Dogs. I think we still want to do some more Watch Dogs, right?
I do, and I last week was my busiest week. I had 2 days where I had 2 shows. This week I've got one day that's really crazy and I'm getting a vaccine. Next week I should have a lot more time and I should be able to catch back up.
I forgot it. I got vaccinated last Friday.
Did you get the Johnson & Johnson?
I got the J&J, baby. Don't read the articles about it before you go get it. It'll freak you out, but just kidding.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's the scary thing, right?
Yeah, I was like in the car on the way there. I was like, ooh. But
I mean, like if you read the side effects list of any medication, like most of it's horrific. Like most of them will give you some kind of.
Most of them you're going to be wanting to have a colostomy ring on.
Yeah, like almost all of them have got like some kind of scary side effects.
I didn't have really any effects the day that I got it. I got it in the after, like at noon, and then I worked the rest of the day. And then the next day I was very tired, took a nap in the afternoon, and then Sunday felt fine, and then now it's today. So hopefully all good.
Yeah, I've noticed it's only like 24 hours mostly, people.
Yeah, I just felt real like tired. I wasn't even like people are talking about having like flu symptoms or a headache or anything. I was just like zonked out tired. I fell asleep in the middle of the day for like 3 hours, and then
my arm was just really sore.
Yeah, and really sore in the arm.
I don't know. I just don't usually get tired from stuff. I feel like I'm probably gonna get it and just be like, fine. I'm
Cool.
hoping.
Yeah, cool.
I don't know.
You know what?
know
You should
which
hang
one
out
I'm
with
gonna
those
get is
people
the
who aren't
problem.
even gonna get it. They're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I think you're
I
tough
mean,
enough for
if
that.
it was up
You
to
know,
me,
like, if you're tough
anyone
enough
who
to
doesn't
not have
believe
any
in
symptoms,
COVID
then
should.
you
What?
Huh?
Yeah, I think
Huh?
anybody that doesn't believe in COVID should be the first people to get the shot, and then go to people that believe in it afterwards.
Okay. All right, moving
Thank
on.
God we're not taking that approach because none of us who want it then would ever get it.
Yeah, there's.
Well, if we got
you
it to
want
them
you actually
first-
want more people vaccinated than less, James.
Yeah, but I mean, then you're
Right.
getting,
I'm talking
but
about
you're getting
forced
into the
vaccination.
Yeah, but you,
I'm
that,
talking
well,
about
exactly.
You're
going
talking
in,
about
pop,
hunting people
vaccine,
down and forcing them
vaccine.
to take a
You
vaccine.
can't.
Yeah.
Well, you can. I
Yeah.
mean,
Wow.
the
Just
thing
like
is-
Sarah Palin with wolves just from a helicopter.
yeah, just with a tranquilizer dart gun.
Yeah.
I
It's
will
just-
say it does feel like a military dystopia because the army is running the vaccination sites. So you like drive into this thing and then they like line you up in these things and then people in camo come out and give you the shot and then you sit there for a while and then you drive off.
It's not like that here, but like I get what you're saying. It does feel.
Oh yeah, we don't have like a national healthcare system, so they had to deploy an emergency system to give us a little bit of healthcare.
I suppose
We
you
didn't have a really bad outbreak here, so we just get to go to the hospital to get it. And there's a couple set up spots, but nothing like as crazy as probably California.
Oh yeah, it's gnarly. Like the
You guys got a
it
population.
was a huge site, and there's one at Dodger Stadium. There's one. We went to Cal State.
I'm going to Cal State. That's where you went?
That's where I went. Yeah, that's what I went to Cal State.
Nice.
Yeah, big setup though, and like there was a ton of cars there, and everyone that was working there was like, "Oh no, this is really light. There's not like it gets a lot busier."
And how long did it take you in and out?
Maybe like 2 hours.
2 hours
Damn.
from you leaving your house, or 2 hours from when you arrived and then you were...
Like 2 hours from, well, maybe an hour and a half from when we arrived, because you have to go through this long winding thing and then like get shuffled into
Good
a
to know.
line and then actually get the vaccine. And I think they watch you for a little bit to make sure you don't have an adverse reaction, and then they let you go.
Tell them to just have the drones follow you. We're watching all...
Oh my gosh! All right, moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
James is there. I'll just take the drone option. I'd like to go now. You see, I
Come on,
parked, I parked in a
follow me to
towing
the
zone area.
My favorite area, followed closely by the frigid outskirts, aka Horsefuck Valley, which I cannot wait for you guys to
Horsecuck.
get to. The Horsecuck Valley.
They
I
both are
like
great.
that even better.
It makes a lot more sense now. On the rings, well, the stat rings, yeah, we get more ring advice. Also use torches and a mana. It will illuminate the water around you so you can easily see the edges, though it will also alert enemies from farther away, so be ready for that. Also, they got the red iron, one of the best weapons in the game, although I do not recommend you use it. It gets tiring to watch. Okay, we won't do that. Ulsal's botnet. How can anyone like the frigid outskirts? It's like claiming you like rusty nails for breakfast. Zach is a real boy said something. I'll read it. Got to get your daily iron from somewhere. Why not rusty nails? The dark genius. So I had a reply to this, but I think it didn't post properly, as at least I cannot see it. Anyway, I'm primarily an invader in Dark Souls 2, and the frigid outskirts is a fun place to invade. That's evil. Also, after you've trundled all around the whole tundra a time or 6 as a phantom without the horses bothering you, going through the area yourself is a cakewalk because you know the whole map.
Oh, Zach is a real boy turned into a real mess on the screen.
It looks okay. It looks okay on my end.
Yeah, it's still your internet issues.
No, I'm watching the stream. Now he just came back in. People back me up. I mean, I'm not crazy.
Well, I mean,
I
I
was watching
just,
my screen. I was watching my phone. I was looking at.
well, someone did leave a message in the chat not so long ago that says your camera looks like something from MSN Messenger sort of era, which I don't know if anyone remembers MSN Messenger, but it's yeah. I mean, black and white. 320 by 240, nice high resolution image that you've got going on there, James. So anyway, you check making adjustments. John Vigo Grombeck says, typing as I watch, but finally, are we done with the bow through? That was boring. Sword for the win. Edit. Nope.
Yeah, I went back to it. we
that's
figured
what
it
I
out
was saying.
eventually.
Like, I died, but I was going much quicker dying than you were slapping that bow.
Better.
I have to admit, when I edit these videos, like to save time, like you just, you know how you can just skim through them quite quickly, so you can like change the scripting speed, so you're just speeding through it, and just watching a bow fire off like 1,000 times in rapid succession as it's going at like 4 times speed is quite funny to watch. Like it just seems like a lot of bow and arrow going on. I don't know how significant it is because I don't actually watch it. I just watch him fast forward. But anyway, do we want to give him a reply?
Almost.
Sure.
We almost stopped using the bow. Dr. X11. Nice. The Darkest Dragon. By the way, if you double tap with 2 S's instead of 1 when you are low HP, it speeds up the pace. You heal up on the HP bar than drinking 1 S's flask alone. Oh no, we must be doing very bad. Scorcho, James keeps one-handing that 2-hand weapon. It would probably help if you wore a shield so that you could see if it were on your back or not. Notifying he's using it with one hand on purpose.
No,
Just
if
so
I have it
everyone's-
one-handed, no shield, I'm doing it.
Oh, really?
He's right.
I thought you were doing it because you preferred the moveset because you do it so often.
No, I did it because I didn't realize it. I thought that it was a mistake.
Oh, I thought you just preferred the moveset, so I was like, oh, just let him have it.
No, I don't prefer the moveset. I just prefer having a shield and not a giant slug sword. But I'll get better at it.
You love that sword. I'd recommend bumping your vitality. Yes, vitality, that's what the stat that boosts equip load in this game, even though you'd think vitality is actually HP, so that you can wear a shield on your back with the stamina recovery effect while still being able to roll. That's good advice. I'll take that.
James is talking about burning his mouth so bad eating pizza, specifically the front of the gums behind his front teeth, right where his back teeth rub against them. Wait, what? He writes that. So I guess what it is my top front teeth and my bottom front teeth, when I close my mouth, like they fit perfectly together. But when I have a blister in the back of my front top teeth, the blister from 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago was so bad that when I closed my mouth, my bottom front teeth would actually like be bumping against the blister on the top of my mouth. It was awful.
Whoa.
Wait, what? How is your? I thought you said your teeth.
No, they don't
They
line
fit
up.
perfectly together. When
you have
there's
a
no
slight
blister
underbite.
from eating hot,
You have an underbite.
I guess.
A slight underbite, yeah.
That's not called fitting perfect together. I would say fitting perfect together would be if you had a good fit, right? Which is like this.
Oh, but that's gross, right? You don't want your
No,
teeth
that's how
to
you're-
just like.
That's what your teeth are supposed to do. That's why people get braces and stuff.
Wait,
No, I don't think so.
That'd
My
make your-
teeth, it's as
So
if
you
it's a
want your
puzzle
teeth to be
piece,
like
and
this?
I can't see you right now. Hold on.
Oh, am I the
I'm,
only?
loo- I'm looking at the comments, Zach.
All
What
right,
are you
there we
looking
go.
at?
I'm back. All right, let's
Yeah,
see these
your
hands.
teeth
like
are like this?
Munch, 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 munch.
My teeth are like this.
No, my teeth are like this. They,
My
like,
teeth
curl.
are
One
not
curls
like
inside of
this.
the other one.
My teeth are like
My
this.
teeth are like this. My teeth
My
are
teeth
They
are
this.
like this
perfectly.
because I just use the back ones for vegetables, and I just mush stuff up this way.
Okay. I don't know
4:30
why
out.
these videos take so long.
you think we would get better at them? I think we should allocate another hour for them, really.
And if we were gonna talk about teeth, we should have asked Danny's input.
Yeah, Danny.
I don't
Is
even.
that
It's a sting at the.
It's a meme. I think the kids call them memes, right? Or
Meme
memes,
Girls? Meme
something
Girls?
like that.
Yeah. Zach is a mean
anyway.
girl, huh?
Anyway, Mau, speaking of me, says, Mau says, I did not think James was coming out on top in that duel of the dunces at the end. It took a lot of soul spears to the dome, which I assume means the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
442 Morgan's angry jabs voice sounds like a right peed off Kermit the Frog, just missing the flaming arms.
Flailing.
Oh yeah. Nope, flaming.
it's
When I
not
let you on
easy.
fire.
Crispy
baby.
AI, thanks for the visit.
Thanks for the visit. Oh, Generated 2. Welcome. You're welcome. Anyway, Saints928 says, hoping this makes it to the fan mail, M-A-L-E, so I can hear what you guys sound like when you say these words. He's in the sewer, goober, pookie, sweat stain, octagon, goof, big bear burp. Do we all have to say that sentence just so we
I
all...
think so.
Yeah.
He's in the sewer, goober, pukey, sweat, stain, octagon, goof, big bear, burp.
Beer, not bear.
Beer.
You said it
Beer.
wrong.
Beer.
Dang it.
Zach, would you like to take a try before the master
Sure.
nails it?
He's in the sewer. Goober, pukey, sweat stain, octagon, goof, big beer, burp.
It's
it's like
hard
a
not
tongue
to say
twister.
big bear. Yeah.
Yeah, it was hard for me not to say sweat or sweet.
Sweet. Sweat.
I think
When I
it's
say
quite...
sweat, I think sweet.
Surely it's quite
All
easy
right,
to say
James.
sewer, goober, pookie, sweat stain, octagon, goof, big bear burp. Like, you should be able to do it that quickly,
Now
right?
that he
Jesus.
practiced in his head like night.
I guess we
Oh,
know.
no,
who's
well,
funny,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
It is.
Now I'm ready.
Just jealous. Okay, go on.
All right.
He's
wait,
in
James,
the sewer,
James,
goober,
James.
pukey, sweat stain, octagon, goof, big beer, burp.
There you go. James can do it.
Oh, okay.
moving on.
Moving
I guess
on.
Morgan and I are just
In
so
my
incompetent.
voiceover booth.
Yeah, James. How long do you
All
think before you leave us entirely to do voiceover stuff? Can you give us like a
4:30.
estimate?
4:30.
4:30. Cool. Just give us a heads up so we can replace you. Okay.
That red iron twin blade is a slightly build a beer into.
You can say sewer, goober, pookie, sweat stain, octagon, goof, big bear burp, but you can't say the word insanely. Like, that's just... Yeah, anyway.
Wait, that's how.
And then Ralph Murphy says that's my favorite DS2 weapon. I was thinking Vengrel's head solid, but no, it is in the Shrine of Alana
Wait.
area.
Has sold it. Solid.
James, you can't come in talking trash about how well you can read and talk, and then just butcher two regular sentences.
James swings the great sword like he's Mr. Magoo. Chickens.
You can hear the effort in his voice.
Mr. Heen, I don't feel so good. What is that in reference to?
You're
42
not
minutes and
you're
14
not on
seconds.
an audition now, James. You don't have to put that much effort
I
into it.
treat every moment like an audition and every friendship like a networking opportunity. Which you guys
Oh, gosh. James always be selling Haney. Let's see if we can
I
get
think
this
it's because
name
I was
right.
spinning the camera around so much.
What?
Brian Folk, just going to point this out again. That you're using the torch makes it a lot easier to see the pits under the water. If it's inconvenient to run back to a fire, you can always use one of the many flame butterflies you stocked up. Yep.
Oh, Kamikaze Ice. You
Kamikaze
know that he
Ice?
is a Dark Souls fan when his green screen is the Dark Souls stamina bar green. Chase 1618 Lil James was broadcasting live from inside of Stamina Bar this episode. Preferable.
Well, that was me
to-
not using the green screen.
Wait, did you add a pipe? Oh no, your little things fell down.
Yeah.
Did you fix them?
Oh,
What the hell? Has your green screen just collapsed?
That's what happened when he went to go get ice cream.
I was like, how did he add a pipe to this picture?
Oh no. Oh, James. What's happening?
It's like a patchworked green screen. Instead of just a solid green screen, it's like
the
Why is it
insidious part of
patchwork?
this
Adult.
setup is that he only has like maybe a 3 foot by 4 foot area that needs to be a solid green color to cover what he's green screen.
but he's slightly
And
off
he
center.
can't accomplish that. Yeah.
There's a mother effing corner, okay? In the corner.
Yeah, that's why this setup is insane. And I keep telling you it's insane, and it's never going to work. And I don't know how to tell you. If I was there,
No
I would
one puts
physically
baby
help you
bottom
move it.
in the corner.
It's
can't-
bad.
I
It's going to
can't cope with
remain
this.
bad. It's going to continue
You're
to be
just
bad.
jealous that I have the best setup of all y'all.
No.
No, just no.
Let's move on.
The problem, no, but we
No.
can't criticize it too much, Morgan, because if we criticize it, he's going to get it in his head, and next week he's going to have another new setup, and it's just going to be a new
poor
bag of
Danny,
craziness.
Danny,
and it's
Danny.
just,
You think you have any control over this? Nothing you say or do will affect James's thought process.
I don't think I have control over it, but I think that you can influence him.
No,
And it's
you
like-
won't. You have none. Your logic won't do it. Your peer pressure won't do it. There's nothing you can do to change the thought process.
No, I mean, I accept that it will happen anyway, but I don't think we should accelerate the process. It's like a child, right? Like, you don't encourage them to do stupid things. You should try and encourage them
Okay.
away from
Glad
it.
you
And
finished
then,
with the not stupid things. Don't encourage children. Just leave it at that.
well, that maybe. Anyway, good news, everybody. There's like 2 Dark Souls videos this week, so we've
Oh
got
my
even more
goodness.
Dark Souls 2.
We've got a
to
whole
go
nother
through.
But
Dark
this is
Souls
going to
2?
be easy.
All
This
of
is
the
gonna
Dark
be
Souls 2.
easy.
Simon DG Morgan dies on his first try. Okay, I'm gonna try to poison him. Proceeds to use cheese tactics against one of the easiest bosses in the game. Thumbs down. Morgan. Don't get to judge James's playstyle ever again. To be honest, I don't like what this playthrough has boiled down to. It seems like whenever anything offers a remote challenge, you're both reaching for the bow without a second thought. Will Belstat also die by poison arrows? That's a good question. Should we not be
Yes.
using... Well, here's the thing. When we started using the poison bow, I was like, I think that the poison bow breaks the game. And everyone was like, no, it's not game breaking. It's fine. And so then I was like, okay, then it's fine to use. But now it seems like maybe it is game breaking. And I was right all along.
Well, I just think that the speed at which you're able to break the game is watching a train wreck in slow motion is what the problem is. When I get behind the wheel of the controller, I'm like, whacka, whacka, whacka.
James, you're talking
And I'm
about a
killing
whole
things left
video
and right.
ago. You're talking about one video ago. They're talking about when I was actually fighting the boss, the frog guy.
Yeah. You
Okay.
should have gotten in there and killed him quick. And instead, you did it like Molasses Man, which would be your Legion of Doom character.
Okay, so then we'll both just make a pact here before all of the viewers that we won't use the bow anymore.
I'm not going to make a pact. The last
I'll
pact
do
I
it.
made brought me into a secret organization where. Never mind.
I have no fear in doing it. If people don't like the bow, I have no problem not using it anymore. But James also has to.
You guys
agree
should
to do
sell
it.
the bow.
Oh yeah, I'll just sell it. Then you won't have a choice.
Isn't that what you guys do in other like Dark Souls 3?
4526. Proof Morgan is just a ventriloquist puppet, or he just got the new Cyberpunk patch. I must have turned into garbage at some point.
The video basically like the audio keeps going, but you're drinking water.
And
And then the video
play that.
clips back to like you just normally looking at the camera, and then it goes to water again. And that's when I was like, oh, Cyberpunk patch.
That's pretty funny.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Sorry. It's Morgan with the Morgan.
See how it's all glitchy?
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Oh, I just mean, didn't mean you to
I,
understand my comment.
I think the new camera setup that we've got makes it easier to record, and it saves a lot of time in editing. But like, if the internet connection between 2 people goes a bit flaky, then the video, yeah. So it's not perfect. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do people think of it? Like, is it good, bad? I mean, let us know in the chat, I guess.
Well,
It
it's all
has
behind
cut
the
down a
scenes
lot
stuff,
of
right?
the editing time.
Yeah. Like they wouldn't.
We're not
know
really a lot of
except for
editing
every
time, a
once
lot
in
of
while.
downloading, uploading time.
Yeah, it's the transfer time and the render time. It's quicker to render because you're not rendering 2 pieces
Yeah.
of footage at the same time, so the render time is a lot better. So the actual cutting of the video, no, not so much, but like it does save time.
And I started recording just my audio.
Yeah, so that exactly. So like your audio is easier for me to get. Like editing the video is quicker to render because there's less to render, and there's just little things like that basically. Does anyone want to have a crack at this name? I never.
James knows
Alexei Petrov.
You,
And maybe you should switch directional strikes off? I don't
Yeah,
know if
that's
that's
what James
possible,
keep-
is it?
Yeah, he just made that whole word up. Directional strikes. He just made that phrase up, It doesn't exist in the game.
Okay, thank God. I thought I was crazy.
Shakegs. James Brain Freeze Heaney.
The dislike bandit strikes again.
Oh snap! But you see, further down in the video, Simon DG admitted that he was the disliker. Thumbs down. So we know now that the dislike bandit is.
I don't think he actually thumbs downed it.
Well, he might have done. Here's the thing, right? If somebody says in the comments that they thumbs down the video and they put like a valid reason for it, fair enough. Like that's fine. Like it doesn't matter. Like to be fair, just putting a thumbs down is fine, really. But like, I feel like if you're gonna put a thumbs down, the courteous thing to do would be at least to say why, because then we can learn from it and like try and improve for next time. But like, if you just put a little thumbs down and like toddle off, like I've not learned anything from that exchange. All I know is some random dude put a thumbs down on a video. I don't know why. I don't know how I'm going to fix that problem. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going on a bit of a rant now, but like
you're the discouraged child, but not the encouraged child.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
Yeah. I would say too that maybe before you get to the point where you're angry at us enough to downvote us, that you just leave a comment and tell us what we need to change. I personally will be open to it. I can't speak for James. James won't make a pact in front of you to, like, let's say, not use the bow anymore. But I will definitely do my best to not do stuff that is obviously making you guys mad.
I'm not making a pact, but I'll take into serious.
No.
Jaha Nokri says next game Sekiro.
Oh yeah, I may have kicked off a bit of a controversy in this video. Yeah. Sorry, I apologize. In the live, me and Zach did a bit of Sekiro last night, for fun, and somebody may have said in the middle of the video to leave some suggestions for what you guys should play next. In this video, it wasn't me. Oh, it might have been me, but I'm not gonna. Anyway, the point is
I have a question too, actually, about the Sekiro. Were you guys live streaming on YouTube?
Yeah.
That's him. He did that. That's him.
Follow-up question. Why were you guys
the only reason why is because it was a follow-on, because the last time I played Sekiro was also on YouTube. So I did it in the same place because the people who saw the first one could then follow on to the second one. That's the only reason. That was the only reason why I thought that.
It's only because I keep streaming on Twitch, and then I'm like, are we sure we want to keep streaming on Twitch?
Well,
just put everything on YouTube? Like, no, we definitely want to do Twitch. We don't want to live stream this other stuff on YouTube except for fan mail. And I'm like, hey, you guys got it. We're all a team here. We're all gonna go together and not use green screens anymore. Obviously, once we all make a pact and we all agree to something, that's how we're gonna do it going forward. And then it all seems to change just randomly.
Right, I won't do it again, and I apologize. I'll accept my mistake and I'll take it on the chin. But the other thing I'll say as well is that there was like 6 people with live streaming all at the same time. Like Mikey's on Destiny 2, James just randomly kicks in with some Dark Souls, Zach was planning to play Sekiro as well. We put like 7 hours of content. We put like a week's worth of content out in a 5-hour period of time last night. Like there was a lot to watch for people who were bored on a Sunday evening.
So maybe we can work on that too.
Yeah, maybe.
The live streaming only on Twitch thing is not my idea. That's like just what we all decided together to do.
Okay,
right?
yeah,
No. I thought we decided that you would be streaming on Twitch.
I've been relegated. Okay, I got it. I got it.
I make a comment about this about James in a second.
Okay, so then Isaac Sim says, I would highly recommend handing the great sword in crowds. It's very wide swing, still does a ton of damage. Two-handed is great for one single enemy, like a boss. Great. Pelagius says, James, stop blaming the tool that works as intended. Major issue is that you're using fairly versatile weapon in a very limited way. One-handed attacks has a great horizontal arc, good for fighting multiple enemies, but instead you keep using a two-handed light attack that does vertical swing versus a crowd. Not to mention panic stick fiddling you do. As an option, you could try using either mace or blacksmith hammer, as Paige mentioned, since those are simple, more simple. Get rid of the poise ring. and use the second dragon ring instead. Fix Vengrel's armor and wear the whole set. Better HP, stamina, and poise. At least as good as it was. For consideration, switching Stone Ring, since Greatsword breaks vanilla enemies. We heard this already in the Colostomy Ring. It is impressive how much inventory management you guys do, but somehow managed to omit using actually useful stuff. P.S. You could consider something like Horizon Zero Dawn or Kingdoms of Amalur or Re-Reckoning. Other option, Remnant from Ashes or Outward. Both can be co-opted too. For more chill story experiences, Trials of Mana is nice. I really would like to do Remnant from Ashes.
That's what I want to play as well. Done.
Yeah,
Locked
that's
in.
kind of like, if I was going to put a vote on it, that's the vote I would give.
Well, then that's what we're going to play. That's the next co-op game.
So
Right, well,
you start recording that today then, right? In theory.
Well,
We're
no,
not
'cause we
done
haven't
beating Dark Souls
downloaded
2.
it. Yeah.
No, but I mean, you've got to fill in the space for Dark Souls Remastered still, right? Like, we still don't know what fills in.
That is
stuff.
true, but when we are starting our recordings at noon now, then this is kind of the 2-hour live stream has kind of replaced the Dark Souls remaster.
Ooh.
But
Ooh.
I will be available after 5:30 p.m. to pick up recording again if you're not cooking curry,
Guys,
Morgan.
he has it. Did you already tell him what it was for?
I'm doing
Probably
it on
can't,
April
right?
24th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm in the Austin Sketch Fest with Alchemy This. We're doing our tech rehearsal.
Awesome.
See, you complain that this is taking
it's
too
odd
long.
that we're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, like this video takes too long.
Siles
It's 2
Botnet.
hours.
Okay, so I can relate, James. I prefer fast dex weapons too. I'm not a huge fan of big and heavy strength weapons, with a few exceptions. I love me some Black Knight Greatsword and Large Club, for instance. I am a dex weapon person as well. Having said that, I think that you should stick with the Greatsword and not give up on it. Learning the idiosyncrasies,
Idiosyncrasies.
Yep, of strength weapons.
Idiot
and becoming-
synchronicity.
and becoming comfortable with them is important in order to become better at the game. They teach you patience and being smart about angles. It's in your benefit to learn. Also, you guys picked up the key to the embedded, which you can use back at Dranglet Castle by the elevator that takes you way up. That's what we need. Which brings me to my final point. I find it off how Morgan has no recollection of the Demon of Song, but seems to remember every nook and cranny of the Undead Crypt. It's just one of those things, I guess. Yeah, I don't remember that Demon of Song thing at all.
Demon Dong. Oh, somebody else says that. I pushed to it too early. Backseat Gaming. Morgan, no one can tell you what to do. Don't say that he will make a mage build. Don't say that. Oh, yeah. Don't say that he'll make a mage build, which maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Out of our Dark Souls 2 strength build?
Nobody can tell me what to do. And this is the other one I really wanted to play. You guys should consider a Monster Hunter playthrough with everyone.
No, thank
James,
you.
Morgan, Danny, and Zach all jamming it out together. All jamming out together would be a great series, in my opinion. Happy gaming, great content, y'all. I doubt they have Switches, but honestly, Zach and Danny, maybe, but I doubt these two would. Well, it's on PC, Monster Hunter.
Is this different from Monster Hunter World? Am I getting confused between...
It is Monster Hunter World.
Well, is it though? Because...
Monster Hunter World, I tried to play this game, and the character creation was really fun. You get a small pet. That was really fun. But then once I started the gameplay, it was not very fun. It was just grindy.
I have to say, I felt the same way about Monster Hunter World. I didn't...
Yeah.
I've never
Didn't get
played it,
into
but
it
it
very
looked
much.
like it was like Dark Souls.
Monster Hunter
But I don't know.
is was an old PlayStation 2 game apparently, and then was re-released for the Wii, which is probably why you then need the Switch to play a Wii game, because so I think they are talking about like the original 2004.
It was released on PC. At least the new one.
Yeah, no, but I think what I'm saying is I think they must be talking about this original Monster
The old
Hunter,
one?
like the 2004 one, because like it was a PS2 exclusive, then it was on Wii,
But
and then you can probably play it on
if
Switch.
they're saying that everybody could play together, they can't be considering that. How would we all play together?
Well, with a Nintendo Switch, we'd all have to have a Nintendo Switch, I guess. But like,
okay.
Oh, the
no, it's actually a movie.
yeah.
They're making a movie.
Oh my god, they already made it. It's with Mila Jovanovic or Jovovich or however you
Did
say
it
her
already
name.
come out? Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
that place.
Oh,
Wait, it
so
already came out, and I've never heard of it.
Ulasa's botnet has just
there's a reason.
clarified it's Monster Hunter Rise, which is the new one, which is a Switch exclusive for a year. So that's basically it came out 2 weeks ago apparently. So my apologies.
Okay, so 50 weeks to go.
But
Yes.
is it the same kind of gameplay? Because that was just like it was like a MMORPG. Essentially.
Yeah.
You just like run around and do the stuff. It's not like action based in any way.
Well, I mean, I don't own a Switch actually, so I don't know about you guys. I keep wanting to buy
I have
one.
access to a Switch.
I have a Switch.
Oh, cool. Just me then. So exactly the opposite of what you
Yeah,
thought.
I don't have a Switch, and I don't really want a Switch, honestly.
Well, good. No one was going to get you a Switch, James.
Thank you. Thank you.
If anything, we'll pool our money together to get you a PS5.
Okay, now we're talking.
James, do you remember when you put your what was it?
Xbox Drive in my PC? Yeah, it was a mistake.
No.
Still there, isn't it?
I think it was your Wii. You were like cleaning some stuff out at your house, and you just put a Wii on the porch and just let somebody grab it. It was gone pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want this garbage. It was
I remember that.
Yeah.
I love
Why
my
didn't you
Wii.
take it?
Why didn't I take it? Because it was out on your porch.
I mean, you could
Who
have
knows
had it.
what's happened out there?
That's true. All right, the Dark Genius. So coming from the Sekiro stream, I've got to say we need some James Play Sekiro. He apparently has played it before, which was on GameFront. I was just having a lot of problems capturing it. I don't care who partners him, Zach, Danny. It'd be a fun mix up. Yeah, I support Sekiro too, since it's an obvious choice. Danny told us to come by and tell you guys. I want Morgan to play it because I get the sense he's ducking Sekiro, and James should saying all his off camera practice has surely made an expert by now. I am an expert at it. I'm incredible at it. Jaw dropping. Zach is real boy says boom. This Botnet says thanks for the visit. Dark Genius follows up with that would be hilarious. That would be a hilarious turn. Would be if James actually does love Sekiro and plays it a ton in his off time hours with him being the expert coach directing Morgan as he plays. I could probably do that.
You
beaten
have
Sekiro
played,
a few times.
You've beaten Sekiro
What?
a few times?
A handful of times.
Well, you've beaten Sekiro a handful of times.
Well, not all the way through, but I've beaten parts of the game a handful of times.
So you played the
Enough
first
to
half
be
of
an
the game
expert and help Morgan
at least 2 or 3 times.
pull
Okay.
baby Morgan through.
I find Sekiro very confusing, right? Because like some people seem to like the game and want us to play it, but then other people, as soon as we start doing, like it was in the comments last night, like people were like, "Oh, Sekiro's trash. It's got no replayability." Like people just like there seems to be very divided opinions on Sekiro, right? So,
Well, because it's a From Software game, but it's made by Activision, or they're the.
yeah, but I mean, like most people agree that Dark Souls, Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 are good, right? And then Dark Souls 2 is controversial, from what I can tell.
it?
I mean, people say it's not the best of the 3, right? Like, I don't know. Some people.
I
like
don't
it, some
know. I
people-
can never really tell. My new favorite is Dark Souls 3, but it seems to be switching depending on what I'm playing. But Dark Souls 1, I think has kind of gone into third place now.
Third place. Okay. Interesting.
Holy moly.
So Dark Souls 2
I don't
is
know, I
about
like
Dark
them
Souls.
all
I
so
have not
much.
been ducking Sekiro. I just haven't really had any drive to play it. I would play it. It does. When I did play it a little bit at James's house, the mechanics of it didn't feel great, but I would give it another go.
You were on one of the videos of Sekiro, right? I'm sure you were. Like the two of you.
Yeah, I've watched James play a little bit, and then I've played like 10 minutes or something.
Anyway.
Right.
Yeah, we'll think
The
about it.
death clock froze. Remember, Morgan is next. Don't go by this video, which I wouldn't put past any of us GameFront staff. Always quality control. Measure twice, cut once.
Oh, did I screw up the death counter? Sorry.
Oh yeah,
my
you did. You
moly.
stopped counting Morgan's deaths at number 2, and then it went to James, and you kept it saying Morgan's deaths number 2, and then James died 3 times, and then it finally changed to James dying once, and then he said, James was like, okay, so remember for the next video, it's your turn. and so the video ends saying James's death's 1.
You know, that would
So-
cut down on the editing time a lot too, is if we didn't keep death count on the videos.
Yeah, well, or I was thinking, is there a way you could do
for
it?
Dark Souls, but maybe in Remnant of Ashes we don't do a death count. That would cut down a lot of editing.
Or I was thinking if there was a way to make if you could do the death count live, so you just pressed the button while you were recording and it ticked over a thing or did an animation. Like there's lots you could do with Streamlabs, right, where we could automate. Anyway, we'll look at it because, like, I admit my editing is dire.
It's just the hardest part. You have to scrub through the entire video and make sure that all of the. I mean, you have to kind of scrub through it anyways to make sure there isn't a spot where like everybody gets up or there's a tech issue or whatever. But it would make it a lot faster if you didn't have to stop and copy paste and then count the thing up, and then it is the slowest part of the editing.
Yeah, well, I have to admit as well, it's probably my fault because I rushed. Like, I edited just to get everything up to date again because I was falling behind. I did like 7 videos worth of editing last week. I did 5 episodes of Danny Souls and 3 episodes of Dark Souls 2, like in 1.5 days.
So what you're getting at is 7 videos or so. There's gonna be some wonky editing, perhaps.
No, I'm saying for the next 7 videos there could be some wonky editing, perhaps.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll admit what I've learned today is that I'm not very good at watching the videos. I'm not very good at editing the videos. I'm not very good at playing the games in the videos. So there is potentially room for me to just hand in my resignation and just leave, basically. Yeah. Anyway.
I think the live counter is the best idea we've had yet. We'll figure out how to do it.
I'm sure Mikey will know how to make something like that work, right?
Yeah.
We'll have to speak to him.
If he's still talking to you after this morning's.
Oh yeah, that's true. I did fall out with him over that. Anyway, moving on.
Demon of Song, more like Demon of Dong, am I right? And of course, Zach wants a timestamp so you can come back to it easily.
El Scorcho, I don't know what all the complaining is about the Arrow to the Knee song. I love that song.
Thank you.
And you can have access to it. Can we give access to everybody? Can we put that on a Google Drive somewhere? And anybody who wants to listen to it.
Give El Scorcho the rights to that song. He can have it.
No, I love that song.
El Scorcho, you want to buy the NFT
You go to Amazon or any music place, you can download it. The problem is the name of it is called like an ode to a meme, so it's kind of hard to find. I always thought that was a strange name for the song.
The knee?
No, that was, and I love Mark Burnham, but that was his call that he wanted it to be called Ode to a Meme.
And then you love Mark Burnham?
I have no ill will towards Mark Burnham.
I
had no bad experiences. I'm sure that there are some, but there were some choices that he made that I didn't like putting us all to work at trying to get 50,000 cheese wheels to go down a hill.
That was so fucking stupid.
The worst thing about why was because he saw another channel do it and it was popular. So he wanted us to do that same thing, and we're like, why would we? It kept crashing our computer.
That man had a level of creativity 0.
I mean, I don't want to. I did like Mark a lot, and I make a lot of mistakes too, so I can forgive Mark for the things that I didn't agree with. But there was some weird things.
This guy?
No, there's an actor named Mark Burnham too. To be fair, so
what's his last name?
Did you know he's Bo Burnham's brother?
Burnham.
Yeah. Anyway,
no, he's not. You know, that's such a fucking lie. Mark Burnham is my height. He's 5'4" or something. Bo Burnham's like 6'2".
Anyway,
it's like twins if that. Yeah. Mark Burnham was balding and like he's he had like a.
Mark was not a bad guy. I'm sure that there was a lot of things. At the heart of it, he was a good person that was probably just trying to survive. You know, he is a good person. I hope he's still around.
So what you guys are saying is
I don't
that basically
wish him any ill will, but I did not care for that man.
So basically, what you guys are saying is you had like some kind of bald dictator guy who was like controlling your GameFront, who was telling you what to do.
Theme.
It's a recurring theme.
I would say
okay.
Well, actually,
I would say balding. You know, like so
really
10 years down the line.
Mark really was in the jokes of like the corporate world, but that was his job. Like he was hired to be the corporate overlord of us, so we would just do whatever he said. And if he saw a video online doing really well where people were sending 100 cheese wheels down a hill in Skyrim, he wanted us to make that video. We did. I don't even know if we could ever do it. The computer kept crashing.
By the way, guys, I forgot to mention that I do have an idea for something we can do next week.
Here we go.
Maybe we could get like 100 cheese wheels in Skyrim. Maybe we could just get them to go downhill.
I think that's something Morgan could do in the morning.
Yeah, I think so. Like, it's a really good idea, right? I've seen a video, like some guy got at least 1,000 views.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's gonna be really funny, you guys? Put on the Randy Macho Man Savage Dragon fucking mod in Skyrim and record that for a long time. That'll be real funny. It's already been done, dude. The guy who made the mod did it, dude.
Anyway, you can find out more stories like this on GameFront After Dark, which is like the gossip show, which we'll be doing after this. Anyway.
Yeah.
We should probably move on from this topic.
We really need to. Neo.
No,
I want to play Neo, but I want to play the second.
I'm on his LinkedIn right now.
No, stop.
Honestly, he's a good guy. I mean, I'm sure that there's problems, but he's not.
That's still what he's doing, is it? Because that's news to me. Right, okay.
And he looks just like Danny.
Guys, I've got a confession to make.
Neo might be a good co-op game for you two. You progress the same time using Yoki Realm with Companion, unlike Souls, where you'd have to beat each area twice and deal with invasions. Or, like Zach suggested, It Takes Two is pretty popular right now. That sounds good. I wanted to play Neo 2. It Takes Two, isn't that free on Xbox Game Pass?
No.
Or something? I feel like
they have something you can download for free, is so you can play it with whoever owns it for already.
Oh, okay.
So one person has to actually own it, and then the other person downloads the free pass. Then you can play it because it's a co-op game.
Isaac Sims, y'all come back now. Here is proper Southern, sir. Okay, yes.
Works at like some
Dark
kind of
Page. You can use the Craftsman's Hammer.
It's personal loan / banking / digital.
Sorry, what?
Consumer acquisition company.
Sorry, what?
Mark is probably working now.
Yeah.
You can
send him an invite. Get him in here.
Is a longer reach than the mace and scales B with strength. That sounds good. I've always wanted to use the Craftsman's Hammer. And then Zach is a real boy, comes in saying, I would do an stream, but the problem is I don't have time in the evening. That's pretty much saying I can't in most convoluted ways possible. Yeah, I think that Morgan is off his rocker when he said something, whatever that is. Let's scroll up. Oh, that's the last one.
That's the last one.
No, James, you were the one who said that.
Oh, sorry.
No.
What did I say? That's crazy?
No, James said, I would do streaming, but the problem is I don't have time in the evening. And I was just kind of thinking when I heard him say that in the video, I was like, that is just a way of I'd give you a hand, but I'm busy. It's like, thanks. I'm really glad to know that you'd give me a hand.
And if he does have time, it's on his own Twitch channel anyway,
done.
right?
I've got a lot. I had a lot of shows last week, and now I'm almost done. College touring season's almost over. Huh?
I was teaching all week.
You were teaching, yes.
Yeah.
There is a riot going on outside somebody's flat or house. Is that you, Morgan?
Morgan's Uber.
I don't even hear those anymore. Yeah, the sirens are going nuts.
Anyway, you have to understand, right, that James is one, he's doing a lot of voiceover work now, so he doesn't have a lot of time to do live streams. Two, obviously his live streams have to be on his channel and not ours. I mean, you guys don't understand the pressure the guy's under, and we don't even pay him the $50 to do the editing or to do any of the stuff. It's a miracle he's still here, to be honest.
Thank you for noticing.
But yeah.
Okay, I just sent Mark a Facebook friend request.
Wow. Do you think Mark
troll him? He was not a bad guy.
Not trolling him.
Just
Nobody's
as
trolling.
by Break Media as any of us did, I'm certain.
Someone had to like Mussolini.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I think the real problem was Break Media was an awful company that was just trying to be a succubus of talent and people's spirits.
No. Well, yeah.
They gave us all the free chips we wanted.
Yeah, and Slim Jims. That's true.
Yes.
To be fair, right, I can only speak from my perception of it, but at the start, when they first bought Filefront, they were good. And then things slowly deteriorated over time, and then Defy Media turned up, and then it all went very bad. That's just my
Wait,
perception
is
of
it
it.
Break Media or Defy Media?
Well, it's Break Media, and then
It
was
became
bought-
Defy when it went.
Well, it merged. It merged
with
Yeah, I
Alloy
forget.
Break
Digital.
Media-
is that
Alloy
what it's
Digital.
exist
Yeah,
anymore?
Alloy Digital. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was at the end of the day, Break Media's business style was using creating content by taking free content from people that were putting in, fail videos, and that was the inspiration for the big company that ended up having all these other platforms. So it should be no surprise. I mean, and they were smart. Like I don't think they were very nice to me, and in the end, when their burning of bridges, like that was a really awful way to go out. But I don't know. I feel lucky to have been part of it, and they definitely were trying to, get the winning edge on everybody else.
Ooh, we're still on Break Media's wiki.
Oh well, it's okay. Break Media is dead now, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, suck it.
Which is why we can talk about this, because I've broken all of my NDAs. I don't know about you guys, but anyway, we're now on to Danny Souls episode 3. So this could be the time when you guys just bail because like James hasn't been paid enough or whatever, or if you want to stick
Yeah.
around, it's up to
It
you.
also says on our Wikipedia that we shut down in 2016. So that
Yeah.
might be why people aren't coming over.
Yeah, we shut down in
There's
2016.
also another small channel called GameFront.
Oh, there's like
That's
a
GameFront
German.
walk-
No, this is definitely about us. Is a video game website that provides patches.
Oh, I
demos,
just meant I was
libraries.
adding to it. I wasn't saying that was talking about it.
Oh, you're the one that's adding to the wiki page.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you.
thanks.
Because what that Wikipedia page needs
I'm
now is
actually-
input from Zach.
Turns out I can buy the rights to Defy Media's old library, and I'm just going to take back control of GameFront here real quickly.
All right,
well,
so
And,
we are gonna sidestep out for multiple reasons. I've got
What's the main one?
we got to wrap today.
Yeah, give us one.
Yeah, let's bullet point out. I don't think we have any ideas.
Well, time is not on our side today, so we got to wrap it. But you guys are going to go through the other ones. It's fine.
yeah, they're gonna
It's fine.
go.
If
We're
we
gonna go.
continue at this rate, we're not going to start recording our first video until 2 hours before I have.
Kick them, Danny.
Oh,
They won't
yeah,
even
you
leave
gotta
on
kick
their.
them out of here.
I
No,
don't think I
will
can.
leave. I just want to say thank you to Crispy AI and Ula Styles Botnets for the super chats, and
That's
we'll
nice.
see you guys all week over on Twitch, where I alone am streaming in the mornings.
Oh.
They just sent me out there, and I'm just by myself out there.
Wow,
Yeah,
I was literally with you today playing Rocket League.
Well, it
And-
wasn't a scheduled stream, so it doesn't count.
Well,
Okay.
next time it is a scheduled stream of Rocket League, then I'll be there, right? Don't.
I just don't want to commit to waking up that early all the time. I'll be playing the rest of Skyrim. I should finish it up in the next couple of days, right? 14 days?
I don't know.
15 hours? 16
Dude,
hours?
you are going to be playing that game for years. I'm not even joking. Like you don't
Nah, I
understand.
probably got-
You don't
I'm,
understand.
like, pretty.
No,
I just got a cat, man. I'm pretty much done.
but you're not even playing the main quests half the time. Like you're off doing one bit of DLC and then not even finishing it, and then you're off to the next DLC, not even finishing that, and then I don't know.
You know
And
what
James
is
has
really
to eat a can
disappointing?
of haggis a day, right?
Yeah, just
Is
James
all
is eating a
yeah,
can
I
of
think-
haggis in the background. Morgan's just throwing fucking cheese wheels down the hill in Skyrim on his live
This is
stream.
the
and-
last thing I'll say about Skyrim before we leave. The thing that is most disappointing is that everyone's been talking about how it's this living, breathing world that you can affect by what the decisions that you make. And
Yep.
I'm a vampire, and so I went to the people who hunt vampires and tried to kill everyone in that area. And you can't kill the guys that have quests attached to them, so you can't actually affect the world in any way.
No, there are a very small number of what they call essential NPCs.
Yeah. And
If
those
you
guys
killed-
just beat
yeah,
you
but-
with hammers until you die.
Well, you can knock them out, but you can't kill them because then you would break the game. Like there are certain main. So basically, essential NPCs are attached
Well,
to
I'm a
main
vampire.
quests.
What am I just supposed to let myself be hunted at all times?
Well, the idea is that the quest's going to take you through that whole saga. You're not supposed to just go off outside of quest and then just kill an entire faction. That's not.
But I'm a vampire.
You know what?
right
That would
now,
just be a really cool secret ending, if anything, for the game to have considered. Like if it's a game that Morgan is trying to point out.
But do you know what? But do you know what this is? This is the equivalent of. This is a bit like playing D&D or something. And Morgan's just like having an argument with the dungeon master. Like he's not happy with the decisions. He doesn't like the way it's going. I'm just going to sit here and argue because I want to have it my way or the highway. Like it's not that bad. Like you have to give it some leeway. Like you can't be. Whatever.
It's just not the way it was sold to me. Everyone's like, oh yeah.
But you.
Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, it's this open, living, breathing world. Every
is.
decision that you make, but you like can't."
I'm going to turn.
I'm out of here.
Goodbye, everybody.
Okay, bye,
For
James.
30 minutes. Okay, bye.
Love you guys.
Right, they're gone now. I think.
Love you.
Bye.
No, I'm still here. Did he leave? Let's talk about James.
I'm still
Wait,
here,
how do
you
I-
jackass.
No, how do I get out of here?
Right, okay. Danny Souls, episode 3, which was the third episode in the series called Danny Souls, where we play Dark Souls, and you are the guide with Danny and Zach. We've got 2 of these as well to get through, so we'll try and shuffle through them. Isaac Sims immediately criticizes my remapping of the buttons, which I took to heart, frankly. He says that attack should be right bumper and strong attack should be right trigger, which I've swapped around. And block should be left bumper and parry should be left trigger. Well, I mean, I politely disagree.
You do. And I'm not here to argue with that, but we're just letting Danny be Danny. That's the end of it. And Isaac Sims clearly backs that up, and he agrees.
That's fine, but like I feel like if your primary attack is going to be not the strong attack but the weak attack, which
I don't think you're going to get anyone to change their controller mapping.
No, that's
but
fine.
I understand. And I don't think you need to try to get them to understand any more than.
Fair enough. All I'm saying is it just makes sense for me.
Danny ain't gonna change people, so if he needs to explain it to you, I am saving you guys from that.
I just
Let Danny be Danny.
Right. Anyway.
and be thankful he didn't try to do it during Sekiro or whatever.
Oh, it wouldn't make sense in Sekiro because
Yeah.
Because you've got the ninja star thing. Well, actually, yeah, because the ninja star is like your secondary attack almost, but that's on the trigger. For me, and a trigger is your whatever your primary attack is going to be. So whatever you're going to use the most should be on your trigger, because that is the one that you would naturally press when you want to attack somebody. And a bumper is harder to press, so that should be your secondary or backup attack. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So now you're even thinking about changing Sekiro's.
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm not playing that again anytime soon, so we can cross that bridge.
Oh, I said last night on Sunday, we're doing it, dude.
Oh, we do it again. Okay, then yeah.
I mean, you're doing it, and then I'm doing it, or if not, I'm just gonna keep doing it on Sundays because Sekiro Sundays it rolls off the tongue.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, there's a bit of alliteration there. I like it.
And then James can come in the middle and play Dark Souls 3 on his own channel. Well, I guess I played Sekiro on my own channel, but
Just
I guess I should get
yeah.
Twitch set up on my Xbox.
We'll do it on Twitch in future, though, right? Just so we don't trigger Morgan again.
Yeah.
Pelagius says, I guess it'll be more amusing if it's a little more blind, in quotes. Just pointing in the general direction would be nice, but we'll see how following episodes turned out. Yeah, I mean, I would say to everybody, like, you got to give it a couple more episodes because the dynamic does change a bit, right?
Yeah, I'd say by episode 5 and 6. Like 5, we did get a little distracted. I'm a little fuzzy on where we exactly got, but I was talking about getting you the Claymore. That's what people wanted. So we get to handling all that and addressing that. By episode 6, I think we're going to be on a real good roll, and then we have a nice, fun little treat coming up in the near future, hopefully.
Are we keeping that secret, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's a secret.
I'm keeping it secret from even the inner squad.
Oh, that's true. They don't know either. Anyway, Laurie Foster says 8 hours in and Danny is better than James, who is 8 years in. No, I think that's debatable, right?
No, I don't think so.
Was he really that bad? Like,
well, James was doing great on that stream the other day, so it is just kind of funny when he does focus and he, stops trying to be a comedian, comedic. He can do some damage.
I've always said this though, right? Like when you live stream, you do a video, in the back of your mind, part of your brain is focused on, is this good content? Am I saying enough? Is it funny, etc.? Like there's a certain portion of your brain that's concentrating on making the video, if you like. For me, anyway. So I feel like I play games better when I'm not being watched or it's not on live stream or whatever, compared to just being on my own. Like it's not. Maybe that's an excuse. I don't know. But anyway, that's a big comment.
Yeah, you don't have to read it. It's just me going into a long story, a tirade. So we can just go to the next one.
Which funny, apparently. Isaac Sims, one last thing, and you may have already addressed it. You are super heavy and not really using your shield. Okay, we do address those, right? I think definitely.
Yeah, that all gets addressed.
My only recommendations are checking out.
It gets addressed by we undressing you.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go. Striptease for a future episode. We're checking out Longsword, and just in case you like it better, getting a fast roll, etc. Possibly buying the heater shield from the merchant in the beginning. We didn't do that. We did get a different shield. Well, we don't want to spoil it too much, but anyway. And then Ulasal's botnet, very usefully just explains the situation where we are a ridiculous number of episodes ahead.
Yeah, we are.
So we didn't record any this weekend, and we will.
That's why we streamed instead. So
yeah, we hopefully maybe we'll still have one left by the end of this week because we'll release 2 again this week. But we should then have 1 for next week, so we should kind of be caught up by next week.
Yeah, by next week should be good.
Then these comment videos will actually have some sort of useful meaning. 34, 32. I am Danny. I don't remember what I did there. Let's find out.
Then jumps down on the bridge. Then you have to run underneath his.
Is this where I run in front of the?
And then
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know.
Or do I just die instantly? Probably.
All right.
No, doesn't seem like it.
I don't think that. What are we doing? What are we doing, young
Not
man?
too sure. Well, I'm a bit confused. So you're saying that I have to go back the way I came?
No.
Well, it's gone on long enough. I don't think we got
Yep.
the point of that one. Maybe it was just you taking the hit instead of blocking.
Oh yeah, well that's a common theme, to be fair.
Because it does say this is Sparta. It's kind of like you're running in there and, instead you're like, I am Danny.
The Dark
Sound
Genius
just like
says, yeah, thank you. Yay, more Danny Souls. Also, rebinding your controls before you even know how to properly use them with an instructor who knows the normal binds was a terrible idea. Also, hearing Zach talk about ye olden days of GameFront makes me feel like an old man. Well, you feel very old today after all the Matt Burnham stuff. But anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I took a bit of offense to that because, again, I feel like if you're going to rebind the controls, do it at the beginning, right? Like, you're not going to do it like 20 hours in or whatever. That just seems like foolishness to change it after I'd got used to it. I know, it's been a bit confusing because Zach is thinking right trigger and then I have to press right bumper or whatever. So like maybe it gets lost in translation there a little bit. But I think for the most part, it kind of worked for me.
Yeah, it's working for you. I'm just going to get better at saying like heavy instead of referring to the buttons per se.
Yeah, and then the next question out of my mouth will be, and what button does that represent? Because I don't remember. Wolf Bull. Yep, that's the official name of that boss, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Might be wrong. Jays1618 says, I've heard Zach say in the recent mailbag video that he does start laying. Yes, exactly. So that we kind of touched on that, which will be good because then the comparisons between the first runs and James's first run aren't so similar since Zach has been steering me clear of all the Black Knights, which would have certainly resulted in a few more deaths. I guess that's true, right? Like, James probably didn't have his handheld quite so much, so he walked into more traps.
Oh, on his playthrough?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fucking wrong.
So on the original one,
playthrough, I mean, he may have he did go down to the Dark Knight, I think, a couple times because of his own stupidity.
Okay.
But Mitch, as much as I am, was holding his hand more. I mean, he gets the Drake sword. Anyway, I don't even need to go into that. That's why I was just, yeah.
Well, it says James's very early videos he had to film without Mitch at all, and my memory tells me that there was a whole episode of James trying to run past the ghosts in the new Londo Ruins solo without a coach with an early level character almost entirely chipmunk mode. My memory also tells me he garnered 20 to 40 deaths in that video. And that's, at least I don't have the benefit of not just being left to my own devices because like Mitch is out of the office or whatever. That does seem like a benefit. And at least I haven't tried chipmunk mode yet. I mean, I guess I sound like a chipmunk anyway, but at least it's not like actual chipmunk mode. Agelios Marios, I'm going to say. Really enjoys this playthrough so far because I'm trying my best. I'm willing to learn, and Zach is the best coach anyone could ever have. There you go, Zach. The best coach anybody could ever have. The best. Even better than Mitch, apparently.
No, that is not true.
Okay. Mau Mau says, I'm with Zach. I don't think I've ever seen a Boulder Knight trip and fall on his butt like he did there. It certainly worked out well for you. I don't remember that bit. Did I... What's that in reference to? Did I fall over or... Like, I'm not quite...
I'm not sure either when you said that. I got a little confused.
Clarification, Mau Mau. I'm not too sure. Laurie Foster says, Danny, you're doing really good. It can be overwhelming. Just pace yourself. To which I will say, I try. Got to give it some of those auto replies, right?
Get him those auto replies. So yeah, I'm also looking at the chat right now. I was responding to a couple people on there.
Yeah, to be honest, the chat did kick off a bit there, which is surprising.
This is a great one from Dark Page.
This is nice. When my girlfriend hears me watching this, she thinks it's educational because of Danny's accent. Okay, that seems... But then Jack starts talking. I don't think I sound educational. Like, I mean, especially now if I'm talking like this. I mean, like, I'm sure teachers don't necessarily talk like this. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of educational programming.
Nicely done. Sounds spot on.
Thank you.
That's educational programming.
The irony of Zach being more educational than informative in this contest won't be lost on people either. Decent point. Yeah, fair enough.
Thank you. Backhanded compliment.
I don't understand, why do Americans think British people sound smart? Because like to British people, we just sound normal, right? So I like the concept is a bit wild to me. Like, is it because of what? Like David Attenborough doing all the nature documentaries, or like, I mean, what is it? Like, I don't.
Probably. That's, yeah. There's some sort of connection there, I'm sure.
And then Dark Page again says, all the GameFront members have been cursed by a spell of memory loss. Zach has been away long enough that it hasn't completely affected him again, but it will.
Yeah, it's kind of like the curse in the movie or the book, whatever you want to consider it.
Yep.
That I can't remember. It's Mike. I think Mike is the one that like stays back in Derry, and he's actually the only one that remembers it, the whole Pennywise affair, and he calls all the other losers or whatever.
To be fair, though, you do seem to have like a really good memory. Like you remember a lot.
Yeah, it is surprising. It is very surprising.
Oh, well, I didn't mean it was surprising in like like in a bad way. I wasn't trying to insult you. Like,
I'm just personally, I'm surprised.
Fair enough. But like movie facts and stuff, you just seem to have like an encyclopedic knowledge of like films and TV, and Dark Souls apparently. So there you go. 1510 in the heat of the moment. I was glorious. Apparently, I don't remember that. Oh, is this where I just immediately kill myself, or just run out and just commit instant suicide?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean.
Nice little shuffle.
There we go. Good stuff. Zach's so fucking goated. I'm so chuffed he's well and truly back and in his finest form to boot. Yeah, I mean, it's good to have you like back every week, I guess.
I guess.
No, I mean, well, no, I've been saying for ages you can do more stuff on the channel and whatever. I don't know. I mean, I guess you had like stuff to sort out with your office and stuff, right?
Yeah, still do.
Still some issues.
Yeah.
Anyway, 3912. Let's see if anything rings a bell. Parish bell tolls immediately. Is that the bell that was going off in the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I say let's see if anything rings a bell, and then the parish bell like rings in the background, like right then. It's like a perfect timing kind of.
Oh, that's funny.
Thing.
I mean, I don't know if you want to read some comments as well. By the way, I don't want to read all the comments.
No, it's easier this way because it is a little small on my screen, and I can just then comment. And if I see something written by me, I can always read my own stuff.
Fair enough. So Mau again says, "Awesome job with the Taurus demon, Danny. I was yelling and cheering at my screen along with your victory. I have to admit, I was quite pleased with that victory. The Taurus demon was the one that was on the on like the bridge viaduct thing where you had to do the jump attack from the top, right? And then
yeah.
So I think like technically the second boss if you include the tutorial.
The first one, the Asylum Demon.
Yeah. Glad you enjoyed it.
Oh.
And then Her Knight was says, "I'm loving this. Gives me classic Dark Souls with James vibes." I'm guessing this must have been the magic of that first playthrough with him and Mitch, right? Like the fact that James was just so blind to it. That's why.
Yeah, and I do think the first couple episodes, it is true he's playing by himself, but they are 15-minute episodes sped up through. I mean, I guess we could have let you do that too.
Well, just put Chipmunk, like literally put it on double speed and just make it go twice
for
as
the
fast.
First 3-4 episodes where it's just you going and doing stuff and just getting killed over and over again. But it was definitely a.
But was
There's some people who loved that, some people who didn't.
Was that planned though? Was that like a planned thing, or was it just a case of James? You've got like so I don't know. Mark Burnham comes in one morning and just says, "I'm assigning Dark Souls to you, James. This is the new game."
First off, he did not come in every morning because he worked from San Francisco, so he would just VoIP or Skype in when he wanted to. Is this Mark Burnham? Oh shit. Oh.
So. Well, okay.
It's Mad Mikey P.
So, no, that's not different Mike. So anyway, he jumps in and he tells James, "You're doing Dark Souls." So like he gets 4 episodes in, questions are being asked. James is perhaps not performing as expected on Dark Souls, and then Mitch is sent in to save him. I think he may have even just
been like, "I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how far I'm going to get. I think it'd be fun if Mitch joined me. I'm sure because it's kind of the same thing with Minecraft." Eventually became where we was just pulling in one of us because he didn't really know what else to do in the game. Just like, and that's like, I mean, I don't mean to be snarky with people's comments, but there's a reason why 10 years later, it's not changed.
Well, I mean, it works
slightly.
Right?
His approach to a lot of games is I don't know if he informs himself as well as he should or pays attention as much.
But that's why people love him, right? That's the formula.
That's why we all love him.
John Vigo Grombeck says, "One wish from me is for this to be a tiny bit more blind." Well, again, we kind of do that, so wish will be fulfilled. At least let him be surprised by the number of rats once before you tell him where all of them are. Except for that, this playthrough is perfect. I suppose one thing we could do more of is you should maybe just let me run into and get killed.
See, and the only reason I think definitely for the beginning, when originally we were thinking about there's going to be rewards and punishments, wanted to beat by James's death count. There's that going. So clearly, I have a drive to not want you to die, right?
True, but
so
I think
it's a double-edged sword. So it's like, generally as a coach, you don't. I mean, you can of course let someone get into a situation that maybe wouldn't get them killed. I think, but in this game, obviously, death is okay. Death are okay. That's the point of learning. But with our goal of trying to keep it under certain death count, I think at first I was taking that a little more to heart than I should have.
Maybe
also because I didn't know your competency. I didn't know how good you were going to be, so I was a little more worried. But yeah, anyway.
I feel like maybe there's an argument to be made that in the short term like in order to try and get me out of the habit of just, because I will admit, right, like I just run headfirst into stuff. I don't listen to you. I just do whatever the fuck, right? And it's just, sometimes it just lands me in hot water. And maybe you have to sort of maybe teach that out of me by letting me make colossal mistakes. It's like I don't know. It's like the frog in the frying pan, right? Like if you turn the heat up slowly, then I'm not going to learn it. I'm just going to sit in the frying pan and die, right? Whereas if you shock me early on, maybe like I'll be like, okay, shit, maybe I shouldn't be just running headfirst into stuff.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not
gross when you make it about a frog.
Oh yeah, well that's just about, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then Brion says, don't be afraid to let him fail, Zach. Not only because people in the audience will enjoy seeing him be surprised by stuff, but it's also just good for his learning if you give him chances to use what he's, which is basically what I just said. If he gets frustrated with something, you can always help more. So all fair comments. Again, I think they already kind of do get addressed. We kind of knew this ourselves, I think. So that's Dark Souls episode 3. There's not a lot of comments on that. I expected there to be more than that, but there you go.
That was a decent amount, I thought.
We had 80 on episode 1 though. Like we had a redonkulous.
Yeah,
amount.
but that was because I got in there. I interacted a lot with them. I do a lot more than just like heart the comments and just thumb up some stuff and an automated reply. I'll end up writing a small short story or something like that.
Cool, bro.
Engaging.
Cool. Yeah. Well, you mean like the entire, like what I've just spent the last 2.5 hours doing with everybody on this live stream?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Me too, baby.
Oh, that's true. But you don't normally turn up until like an hour in, maybe 2.
Yeah. Oh, I'm here in spirit, baby.
Fair enough. The Dr. X11 says, I can never play this, which I didn't. So is that just basically the Dr. X11 saying that like this game is too difficult? Listen, if I can do it, anybody can do it, right? That's the lesson that truly has to be taken from this. Like if I'm willing to pick up this controller and play Dark Souls Remastered, anybody can have a go.
Mm-hmm.
So,
amen.
I'll send James Adventure Bits. I'll send James to you at a very low price if you need a coach. I think it would be interesting to try and. I do kind of really want to have a go with somebody else like James just to see the difference between your coaching and his. Like, because like you're like, to be fair, as sarcastic as you are, and downright hurtful at times. You are at least a very, very good coach, right? Like, I can't fault you on the coaching side of it. Whereas I feel like with James, James would be super nice to me. We'd get along.
Give you all the wrong information.
Exactly. We'd get on like a house on fire, but we'd be fucked. Like, we wouldn't get anywhere. It'd just be a nightmare. Anyway.
Actually, he would maybe be one of the best coaches, especially, if he didn't remember a game very well, but he acted like he did.
I think that's the thing. Like sometimes it'll be fuzzy directions from him, and then like you get him to commit to something, but it'll just be like whatever came into his mind first, and then you'd just be going down on a wild goose chase. And yeah. Anyway, Nick Hanley says this one is for you, Zach. Everybody else, stop reading right now, okay? A chocolate taco is when a Portuguese breakfast goes wrong. I feel like I'm missing some kind of subtext and the meaning to this.
Clearly, you've never experienced the Portuguese breakfast.
No. Is this something I should or shouldn't Google? That's all I'm going to ask. If I put this into Google, is bad things going to happen?
I don't know. I'm worried. Don't do it.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to show the stream it. Like, it's not going to happen on the stream. Portuguese breakfast, good breakfast recipes. No, this is all innocent stuff for the most part.
Oh, it's like Portuguese sausage and what?
Yeah.
Eggs.
Cheese, ham, bread, some bread stuff, coffee. They look like they have
shoved up someone's anus.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It just sounded like one of these 2 girls, 1 cup kind of deals, whatever this was going on.
Hey, Danny, you and I can make it to like something like that.
Yeah, we could do, but we're not going to.
Get on the Patreon.
Yeah, well, when are we doing the OnlyFans? That's the question, right? I think Strife in the chat says, I can remember James being taught how to play Dragon's Dogma by Mitch. That was great. Fair enough. Nick Hanley says, this one is for you, Danny. Be brave and bold while playing. Deaths mean nothing, as the souls you lose will be replaced by a game back to the same location. James is always terrified and panics, which is a large part of his downfall. I think I agree with that. Deaths mean nothing except for the arbitrary sort of meaning that we've applied to them, right? Just to try and spice things up a bit.
Yeah.
If we didn't have that stipulation there, then yeah, I'd agree. But then at the same time, then I'd just be carefree, just dying all the time, because who cares, right?
Right.
So I guess it's just another incentive. So like the punishments. Have you decided punishments yet? Are we still deciding punishments?
I don't think I've picked any punishments yet. No.
Okay, but whatever they are,
Still a ways out.
True. I feel like if you let me know what they were, though, if they were particularly bad, that might incentivize me a little bit to perhaps not be such a dick at the game, right?
Well, I'm gonna send you the hot sauces, and so in the long run, one of the punishments could be like rectally impale yourself with the fucking hot sauce. So yeah, get on it, dude.
We can't film that and put it on
No one
YouTube.
says you have to film it. Just keep the camera really close on your eyes. We'll be able to tell.
It's
we'll tell when it happens.
Just no. Just no.
Yes. And there's an OnlyFans site. We have a lot of options, people.
I don't like the way this is going.
Yeah, you're not going to like the way it goes later either.
Part 4. I thought you beat this game already, Danny. So Tim Peoples, why is he giving me grief on mine? Like, he's nice on their videos. And then on mine.
I don't think he's giving you grief, dude. He's thinking you're killing it, that he thought you'd already be done.
Oh, fair enough. I thought it was a criticism because I hadn't already done it.
No way. Not Tim Peoples. That's not the Tim Peoples I know.
And now we get into the stuff that's going to trigger you a little bit. Not to be rude, but this isn't blind. This is Zach playing and Danny executing, which is
true.
According to Jays 1618, a precise analysis of the situation. I'll be looking forward to how they course correct in episode 5. I felt like by 4 we were already. Was it later than episode 4 when we sort of started changing it around? Or
yeah, because we did 2 episodes on Saturday that one day, and then the next day we did 2 on Sunday, so we had 4. Then the next week was when I was expressing how I feel, or that we're gonna probably be wanting.
Oh, that's crazy. So we're still putting out episodes from the very first weekend that we recorded this, right?
Well, episode 5 should kind of be where it starts to take a change.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
So. And there's still a little hold-handing, but not much, because, and this is not a huge spoiler, but yeah, I think almost episode 5, well, whatever. We'll see. It's new to me. It's going to be a surprise for me. And you know what? I was just going to say, you could say anything after saying not to be rude, but that doesn't make what you say afterwards. It's not, interpreted as rude or anywhere. It's like,
it amazes
not
me.
to be rude or anything, but you look like shit. Like, not to be rude or anything.
I find it hilarious when people not on GameFront, because most people on GameFront are nice, but like when you go around other videos on YouTube and you look at the comments and people just put no offense, and then they'll just leave something outrageously offensive.
Yeah, and to be fair, Jeha Nokri, I'm gonna probably butcher that, is genuine, I'm sure, or whatever. I'm not really.
Yeah.
Not offended at all, really. I get their point, but as we've stated in these videos and such, that we're going to be getting back to the more blind playthrough, which is it's interesting to be calling it a blind playthrough, but I'm there to be your coach, and it's just a weird concept to think of being a coach, and you would just always be like, no, I'll tell you afterwards. No, go in there.
In fairness, I never claimed it was a blind playthrough as such.
Yeah,
I don't know if you do.
I don't know.
Like,
but
I mean,
I think everyone kind of expected that would be the point, but especially you can't compare it to James and Mitch's then, I guess, really, because his isn't a blind playthrough.
Well, yeah, no, it's exactly what they did 10 years ago or whatever, right? Like, it's not supposed to be a blind
Okay, well,
playthrough.
don't say it just like that. Like we don't have any new ideas, and we just like rebooted it with just 2 new guys.
Well, that's kind of what we did, though, right?
Mystery Science Theater 4000.
Anyway, so Introspective Noodle says, Danny, you're doing awesome. I see you are finding more determination to want to persevere to beat the boss. Yeah, that's true. Was it the butterfly boss in this episode?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I kind of rushed you to get to the boss, and then yeah.
Oh, but I was so determined to beat that butterfly boss. You'll see. But
yeah, there's a lot of determination there, which is, I guess, good for someone who's trying to play Dark Souls.
The reason why is because I felt like I was so close to just getting a formula down for it. Like I wasn't quite there yet, but like I felt like I was close. So I really wanted to just keep going at that boss.
Well, one fight you got really far, but you also had fire bombs. I think you had used on one of them. I can't remember exactly.
On the very first one, we had fire bombs, and then I didn't use fire bombs on any of the others. To be fair, it was just the first one, if I recall. I can see you beating this game with far less deaths than the worst case scenario of 700. Keep going, buddy.
Oh God, we got to finish this up. Mig Borgs is here.
Oh dear, Mig Borgs.
It's gonna get nuts in the chat, guys. Mig Borgs is here.
Should we turn Mig Borgs' camera back on and just see if he's wondering, or just watch him typing comments into the chat?
Resistance is futile, people.
And then also, Zach, you can try to go over with Danny when he's playing on invincibility frames and how to perceive them. Not important right now, but earlier he knows about the iframes better. I mean, I was
we can talk about that now, I guess, in a sense, but I'll save it for a video.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was kind of vaguely aware that invincibility frames existed, but I'm not quite sure I am understanding them properly or using them. But yeah, we'll address that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no. This is the comment I think that triggered you, maybe. Oof. This is the Dark Genius, by the way, and he's saying bad choice to nab that little soul in the middle of the trio. The bad part about that particular trap is that once you spring it stays sprung, so those guys always immediately pop out once the soul is gone and will attack as a group. Now, every time you go by that opening, they will likely become a problem later. Also, keep the singing. It was cute and made me smile. Also, darn, that is a rare attack. I've never actually seen the ML Butterfly do the switch over blast before. Maybe because I don't let it live long enough, but don't know. So, that sounds like a backhanded compliment at the end there. But anyway, so there was a whole thing about the shiny, right? And like I shouldn't have picked it up. I should have picked it up. I don't know. Oh, Big Morgs is just taking over the stream.
Oh, it's all good. Someone's got to chat to these guys. Where are we at here?
So we're on the comment that you were talking to me about the other day, which was about the soul in between the three guys, and when I picked it up, it triggered them for life or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then there was a bit of a not a drama, but there was a bit of a like, well, should I have told him not to do it because then that's going against.
Yeah, I guess if I would have told you not to do it, yeah. If I told you not to pick it up, then yeah, I don't know. I always pick it up. I never even thought about taking that approach to not have those guys sprung, so then you just had an easier time to go by. But that would have been, I think, holding your hand a little bit too much. But since I didn't even know that, then whatever.
So
something new I learned.
The conclusion is basically like you guys need to decide what you want. Like, do you want it to be a completely blind playthrough, or do you want him to hold my hand a little bit? Because
they just want to see you flop around, which is funny. So it's just like pretty much I got to let you do everything one time by yourself. And so, yeah, it's it's almost, it's like I should not join a video, let you play, and then join the video. And if you've had issues, then I could walk you through it.
We could try it and see how it goes.
We'll give it a shot down the line because I totally think that's possible. I thought I was just going to hold your hand a little bit more at the beginning, which I have, and then once you got the basics down, I could really let go. But seeing as we're now also playing Sekiro and lock on is still an issue, and you probably have now 10 hours of these games under your belt, you know, still need to be there for something, I guess.
Yeah,
lock on.
You could just record the phrase "lock on" and put it on a loop, and just have that playing in the background, and that will be enough.
That's what you need to fall asleep to, like when people quit smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, like those what did they call them? Those deep sleep hypnosis
Motivational
tapes.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, learn French while you sleep. Learn how to lock on while you sleep.
You are a beautiful, strong woman, and you can beat Dark Souls.
Oh yes, please record one of those. We'll just upload it to the channel. People can use it for their own benefit.
Always remember to lock on.
Ulusar's botnet says the little soul gem isn't worth it, but the demonic foliage is so fragile it's hardly the sort of thing that becomes a problem later on. They die in like 1 or 2 hits from nearly everything that isn't Danny. So again, backhanded compliment there. Lovely, thank you. Cheers. Appreciate that. To be fair, actually, not to spoil it again, but obviously as you go on, things level up and whatever. I think they're not even an issue anymore, right? Like I'm just slicing through those things like a knife through butter now, so it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
The Dark Genius says, I know they're weak as hell, but 3 or 4 of them attacking at once against Danny. Okay, these are not even backhanded compliments anymore. These are just downright insults.
And they're predicting what you're going to do.
And
how you'll fail.
I knew this would happen eventually, to be fair. I knew this was coming. He's going to forget and get turned into fertilizer eventually if he ever goes back there. Fair enough. Pelagius has a major note on dual wielding. I'm more used to the term two-handing. Yes, we're using the term incorrectly. That's fair. It raises your ability to stagger enemies, but uses up roughly 50% more stamina per swing. Now, the fun part is that it also adds 50% to your strength stat. So say you have 14 strength, then you're holding a weapon two-handed, it'll give you 21 strength. So you can effectively weapon with higher strength requirement and get better bonuses from strength scaling. And then TLDR, which is longer than the thing that was already written. Currently, there's no point in you swinging your sword two-handed. Weapons strength scaling and your character strength are fairly low, so you do get some benefit, but it's very insignificant. Now, if you go get a club or a spike club from the undead merchant you met before the Taurus demon, that's the weapon where you'll get major benefit from two-handing. P.S. I have to say, shame on you, Zach, for leading Danny to the boss you're supposed to fight later in the game, but also commend you for showing Danny how to deal with it. Good job on holding your own again so well against the boss you aren't supposed to fight yet, Danny. So, like, am I way too early for the butterfly queen or whatever it's called then?
Moonlight Butterfly. First off, I said I didn't flip a coin. I flipped something I had. It was like a keychain that had 2 sides to decide where we would go. So, I put it up to fate. Yeah, I don't think so. I generally would fight her now.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I would actually all the time defeat her before I would go to the Belfry gargoyles. I don't know. I've never really found her that difficult. It's just, yeah, dodging.
Well, it's Hulk Hogan time again from Jogdor.
Oh yeah.
It was WrestleMania this weekend. Did you watch it?
Huzzah.
I'll try and warm up my Hulk Hogan voice. Anyway, let me tell you something, Zach Pack. All the little Danny maniacs following the 3 simple rules, dude. Take your vitamins, say your prayers, watch Star Trek, brother. That's my Hulk Hogan.
Star Trek, brother.
Make sure you watch your Star Trek, brother. That's my.
It's true. Take your vitamins and watch your Star Trek.
Advice for life, right? Like, Star Trek. We didn't do the freaking First Contact Monday Star Trek Voyager Elite Force live stream.
I know.
Damn. Are we still going to play that game?
There's still a chance. Yeah, I would give it a shot. We should, but that's like a multiplayer one, so we should try to get maybe on, since you were able to send it to people, or
Oh yeah, we could. There's a bunch of people who would play with us. And I
Right,
don't know
right. That's what I'm thinking. We could do it for a GameFront game day or something. Just put the file up somewhere on a Google Drive and have people be able to download it.
And then finally, and to round out today's comment video, Zach designates Drug Doors comment as the Taco Bell comment of the week. Do you have any gratuitous Taco Bell advertisements to make before we end the stream?
No, not really, not really. They've actually told me to cease and desist.
I can actually believe that.
I was sending a weird message, they said. I couldn't shit on the case of chalupa and then also be promoting the cheesy fiesta potatoes.
You know what? Amazingly, I don't think we'll ever get Taco Bell as an official sponsor for Gamefront. That would be amazing. But I feel like we've burned that bridge.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've burnhammed that bridge. Cool. Right. Well, that's the end of comments videos for this week. We'll do our traditional. Should we just see where if Morgan and James are still live with their cameras? Oh yeah, Morgan's
still there.
Morgan's
He's smiling. He's having a good
There we
time.
go. Here he is. There's Morgan having a happy old time in the middle of his recording or whatever's going on there. We don't have audio, so whatever. And then, thanks very much for tuning in, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one.